All right. Welcome to the FogCast, episode 13.
13. We are live. Welcome in to the Living Dead. I can't even speak. I'm so excited for this thing. Welcome to the Living Dead Fam presents the Fogcast. We are the Living Dead Fam. I am Living Dead Dad, and you are.
I am Living Dead Mom.
And holy cow, there's a lot to talk about right now.
I know. I've
in the
taken
haunt
a lot
season.
of notes. I've taken a lot of notes because there's just so much to unpack on this one. And I know we've been excited since the announcement, but then even so much more has come out since then.
So much.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And we're just speaking specifically about HHN, right?
Well, I mean,
or just in general.
Well, just about this maze. I'm just talking about this maze.
Strictly the maze.
Just strictly the maze. So much has come out about this maze since it was dropped a couple days ago.
Yeah, so we are stoked. Let's say hello to the chat real quick. Hello, everyone. In the chat, welcome into the live stream. This is episode 13 of Living Dead Fam Presents the Fogcast. If you are new here, we love all Southern California theme parks, but more in specifically the haunt season year-round. And this podcast specifically is just pretty much all haunt-related. And we'll sprinkle in some theme park news here and there.
Yeah.
But so if you're new here, welcome into the live stream. You can catch this live stream right here on YouTube with the video and or wherever you consume podcasts. Please check us out there as well. And so tonight's going to be an exciting episode. Just you and I. It's like a chit chat.
I know, it's kind of cool.
I kind of like this. It's because we are in the haunt season now.
It's here.
And a lot of announcements have been dropped everywhere, but specifically more important to us and for Living Dead Mom. She's a huge Ozzy Osborne fan. And I think this one's going to be like your episode. You're more of the expert on metal and all things related to the Osbournes and Ozzy. And I'm sure we'll get into a deep dive on the history and background and how this maze at HHN, both parks, Orlando and here in Los Angeles, California, Hollywood, we'll get into the meat and potatoes of that. So why don't you take it away, Living Dead Mom?
I think it's good to add that I was born in 76, and the birthplace of Black Sabbath is there, and literally growing up on Sabbath. So before Ozzy's solo career, which I realize a lot of this maze will be focused on his solo career, but you couldn't have Ozzy without Black Sabbath. And so when Universal announced Ozzy Osborne, the Prince of Darkness, I knew this was the announcement that I'd been waiting for. And we'd been in anticipation, I'd say, most of this year.
And there was kind of rumors floating around too at one point.
But at first it started out leaning heavily towards another artist.
Right, which is, for people that don't know, Universal, at least one maze every year, they dedicate a maze to like a musician, a band, a rock star, pop star, whatever's current in pop culture. That artist gets featured. Last year, for example, was Slash, right? Yes. Correct? So Slash had a scarecrow type of haunted house.
Very beautiful house.
It was incredible. The soundtrack, the score, the atmosphere was fantastic. Universal's known for that. They pretty much knock it out of the park. But so
before that, we had The Weeknd.
That's right, The Weeknd. That was a lot of fun.
That was, you know what? That one took me by surprise.
I didn't see it because I don't think neither of us knew what to expect on The Weeknd.
That one took me by surprise in a good way.
No, absolutely.
In a good way.
Absolutely.
So for me, this wasn't just another IP coming to HHN.
Right.
It's Ozzy. It's Black Sabbath. It's decades of heavy metal, horror, theatrical album work, just his unmistakable personality. You know who Ozzy is. You know when Ozzy's behind something. But after digging a little bit more into this house, I realized the story behind this house might almost be as interesting as the house itself. So this house started with Jack Osborne.
And for those who don't know, who is Jack Osborne?
Ozzy's son.
Ozzy's son.
Ozzy's son. So what we didn't know when the announcement first dropped is this conversation apparently started when Jack Osborne attended Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood last October 2025. And he approached John Murdy. And for those of you that don't know who John Murdy is the creative brain and genius. And I mean, he just, if you know HHN and you know the haunt world in that way, you know who John Murdy is. And a highly revered artist, essentially.
Mhm.
He's an artist, right? So he seems to be in charge of a lot of things and dropping the announcements and putting the plan together, putting it in place, executing it, etc. So last year at HHN, Jack went up to John Murdy and had a conversation with him and said he wanted to do something with HHN again. So Universal had already worked with Ozzy and Black Sabbath on Black Sabbath 13 3D back in 2013. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
I don't remember. I don't think we were really going to HHM back then, but I do remember seeing, I consume a lot of content right here on YouTube. So I do remember seeing a house dedicated to Ozzy.
So then that conversation made its way to the Orlando creative team, and suddenly it wasn't just a Hollywood idea. And so that was what I was wondering months back. The conversation was, well, to me, it didn't make sense that it would, if it was going to be in both parks, I was afraid they might choose Orlando.
Right. And that's kind of, sometimes they do that.
And my argument was, but that just doesn't make sense.
Right. Because we're talking Hollywood here.
He's Hollywood.
The mecca of entertainment.
When he wasn't, obviously the man came from Birmingham, born, raised over there, but they spent a lot of their time in Los Angeles.
Right.
Lived in LA, Beverly Hills area. So I thought this is his other home. It would make sense for him to be here. So we didn't lose out on that. We got it on both coasts.
Awesome.
So
glad that happened.
And so, yeah. And Jack didn't say, let's make an Ozzy house. He apparently said, can we make two different houses?
Wow.
And so Universal said yes.
That is awesome.
There's something different going on from one coast to the other. So then I found the interview that Sharon did with Entertainment Weekly. And Sharon told Entertainment Weekly that the concept came through the Osborne family licensing agent, Global Merchandising Services, who approached Universal because they felt it was the right moment to celebrate Ozzy. And I couldn't agree more.
Right.
She said the family was incredibly proud of the tribute. And the actual creative process involved the family directly. Universal says Sharon has been on weekly meetings, personally approving elements of the house. So she's had her hand in this whole thing. This isn't Universal simply taking Ozzy's likeness and making a horror house around it. Sharon's been involved with the creative process. Jack initiated the conversation, and the family's been actively involved. And that matters.
And rightfully so. It's, if a theme park, if you will, such as Universal Studios, it only makes sense that they involve the immediate family in the decision-making process, because who else knows Ozzy better than his immediate family? And they would know in honor of him or how he would have wanted his house to be represented. So I think that's incredible that Universal has done that, has opened their arms to the family and says, no, we want your input. Yeah. Please, it's yours. Yeah. Take it away, type of thing.
So moving forward, if you do not want any spoilers, there's going to be some spoilers dropped here.
Spoilers.
Spoiler
I would
alert.
say skip ahead, but this is live.
Alert, this is live. But I mean, we can't show you the visuals, but to give you an idea of how they are laying this out. So Universal's Laura Sauls gave an actual walkthrough of what guests can expect. She says the house begins in a Gothic church temple-like environment. And isn't that exactly what we were talking about? We have literally been discussing on car drives, because we spent a lot of time in the car. We've actually been going back and forth, literally creating what would we do if we had a creative hand in making an Ozzy house.
So like everything from like set design, from like the facade, like the first room you go in through, all the way until the finale and the song selection. I think that's going to be huge with Ozzy. It's more than just maybe album cover artwork.
Yes,
it's all about, and you all know me. I love some good audio. I love a good score and a soundtrack in any house, whether it's a musician house or maze or not. It's all about the audio and visual, but specifically soundtrack.
I know. And so one of the first things that was in my mind was just the ultimate Gothic cathedral. And so that's funny. That was one of the very first things Laura Saul said was the house begins in a Gothic church temple-like environment.
Wow.
Above guests is Ozzy's symbol, and Ozzy appears with cloaked followers or minions. So I'm not sure exactly what she means by that, but I'm picturing a Gothic monk-like figure, the cloak over the head.
Like some druids.
Like some
with black cape.
Yeah.
Hood, like maybe rope around the waist.
Maybe even a little bit of a
or chains around the waist, around the neck.
Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like a little bit of that secret society type feel, right?
Yeah,
like
a
little third eye type.
There you go.
What's the word? It'll come to me.
It'll come later.
It'll come to me.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I follow you.
And she then said, there are vision pools showing Ozzy performing in concert imagery. So I'm just really hoping for the sound to really come through with that. And she said, then you descend into dungeons where you're getting imagery connected to patient number 9.
Oh, wow.
And then the bat.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Somebody's excited over here.
So Universal specifically describes this as an oversized bat eating the head off a human.
No way. A bat eating the head off
a
human.
They
That's
reversed
cool.
it. I know. And Laura Sauls called it a role reversal.
There you go.
Which
Absolutely.
is such an Aussie thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
It's such an Aussie thing to do. Then you enter a cemetery and encounter werewolf Ozzy.
Oh, man. That's going to be rad.
And then hold on.
Uh-oh.
The crazy train.
No, which is part of the.
Could I be a bigger fan?
Oh my gosh!
Point? Could I be a bigger fan at this point?
It's kind of like they're giving secrets and hints.
I know
on the art on the artwork.
I know.
It's going to be.
So you're actually getting on the crazy train with Ozzy as the freaking conductor.
Oh my gosh. Something tells me we're going to be going through this house more than once.
I know. And then they're going to do something I think is very Ozzy. Every Ozzy fan is going to lose their mind. You don't just hear Crazy Train. You get on the crazy train.
You get on the crazy train.
You get on the crazy train. And Ozzy is the conductor.
And maybe it's a one-way ticket and you don't come back.
I know. We can only hope, right? We can only hope.
Oh, man.
And so the ending, obviously, is enough to give you chills.
I can't wait.
It's enough to give you chills. So the house ends with Ozzy sitting on the throne from his final concert. Cue the tears here.
Right.
With his dragon beside him.
Oh, wow.
Universal actually obtained the assets of that throne for the house.
No way.
Universal is going to have that throne.
Wow. It's so much to take in right now.
Which host, I don't know.
And see, I was waiting for you to finish.
I believe it's going to be here.
One can only hope because we're biased.
I know.
If you're new to us, we're here on the West Coast, so of course we're gonna want the best.
I believe this is more our maze versus theirs. So,
okay.
There's also going to be dancing demons leading guests towards the throne.
Oh my gosh.
And Universal says there's a special final scare in that scene.
I can't wait.
This is huge.
Bring it to me.
Okay. So pulling from Sharon's comments in Entertainment Weekly, she talked about Ozzy's final performance at Birmingham Villa Park and described it as a gift because performing for his audience was his greatest love affair. And suddenly ending this house takes a completely different meaning for everybody. Because obviously it's personal.
Right.
You're not ending Ozzy's story with his death. You're ending it with him on his throne.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Wow.
Rightfully so. The throne. The
actual throne.
From his final performance.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can only imagine the cast and crew that are putting this together. I would hope that they're huge Ozzy fans and they're just geeking out over everything right now.
Yeah.
That would be if you and I
know.
We're youngins back in the day and being able to have the opportunity to work that house. I don't think we'd ever want Halloween to end.
I know.
But wow, that's an incredible house. I can't wait.
More.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more. So there's another piece that wasn't really clear in the initial announcement. Universal's creative team says the house is heavily based on Ozzy's album covers. So the house isn't just simply recreating moments of Ozzy's life. They're taking the visual worlds created by these albums and turning them into environments. So the announced musical visual touch points include the Blizzard of Oz.
Nice.
Bark at the Moon.
Of course.
Okay. The Ultimate Sin. In Black Rain.
Now, so you're listing off because you're more of the rock Ozzy fan than I am. Those are all his albums, correct?
Right. And I mean, I can't even imagine what Ozzy album cover must be represented. They're all, I don't know. How do you pick your top three?
So those you list off are those?
Those are apparently going to be the albums that are going to be represented through music and imagery.
Oh, that's going to be incredible.
And so this is where Orlando is drawing from.
Okay.
So now we need to go to Orlando. So
I guess we're buying a ticket to Orlando.
So I tried to look at Hollywood versus Orlando. Okay. So Hollywood is more of a journey through Ozzy's life.
Kind of like a tribute.
It is a tribute.
Well, they both essentially in their own right. They're both tributes.
So it's sounding like guests get to begin with his child in Birmingham and travel in his life towards the Osborne Asylum, which is inspired by A Diary of a Madman. Along the way, you encounter different Ozzy personas, including Madman Ozzy, Werewolf Ozzy, and Prince of Darkness. Now, In Orlando is more of an Ozzy fever dream.
Okay.
Ancient ruins, dungeons, album inspired environments, and then eventually, I guess they will also have the crazy train. And the creative team specifically says Jack wanted the two coasts to feel different. And so, if you could only experience one, Hollywood's Ozzy biography or Orlando's album cover nightmare, where are you going?
And how cool is that, right? There's options. If I know it takes a lot for most people to travel, the expense and all that, but there will be hardcore Aussie fans that might even double book their vacations, do one coast and the other. Because how often do you get an opportunity like this as a park goer, as a Patreon, to go visit these parks and see the differences in these two houses? I think that's a brilliant idea by Jack Osborne and family to come up with the idea of two different houses, so it's not this exact same house for both coasts. I think it's just an incredible idea.
So then a little bit more on Sharon's side of it. So we know that Ozzy died on July 22, 2025 at 76. And this announcement has come almost exactly 1 year later. Sharon told Entertainment Weekly that the project didn't make her sad, but it made her very happy.
Aww.
And that made me very happy. She said the family is incredibly proud and that her grandchildren are actually counting down the days until they can experience the house. That just touched this grandma's soul to the core. And when Sharon was asked, how would Ozzy like this? She said he'd absolutely love it. He'd be laughing his head off.
I love it.
She explained that Ozzy loved horror movies and Halloween and used to joke that every day was Halloween in their house. And is that not the perfect Living Dead family connection?
I think so.
I know.
It's like we're almost following in the Osborne's footsteps, right?
I mean, could there be a more appropriate final chapter for Ozzy than being turned into a Halloween Horror Nights house?
That's every rock god's dream, probably, is to have
going out with a bang.
To have Halloween represented in their art, in their music. It just like a big old, like I said, an homage to him. Yeah. It's just, I'm excited. I can't wait.
It's crazy.
I cannot wait for this. It's gonna. It's like, how do you choose? I see a few of you are choosing one over the other in the chat. For us, it's a tough one.
I know.
It's so hard to pick one over the other.
I think for me, it'd be the journey of his life.
Right.
Because we knew Ozzy differently. Ozzy was one of the very first, the family was one of the very first rock star reality TV shows.
That's right.
And so we growing up had a completely different view and perspective, and it humanized him.
Yes, it did.
It really humanized him, and it made him so familiar and everyday with our Ozzy Osborne fix.
It's to this day, I still repeat when he's calling out for his life, Sharon, Sharon, and then there's little dogs running all over the place and leaving their messes all over the place, and him just yelling
at the kids.
Sharon. I just love that. I think I could just sit and just watch episodes like that on repeat. It was hilarious, but.
So then she touched more on his final performance. Back to the beginning, the show in Birmingham. Sharon has said that Ozzy knew he was dying and he was advised not to perform and that he did it anyways. She described the final performance as a gift, essentially. So when you're walking through this house and eventually come face to face with Ozzy Osbourne sitting on the throne of that final performance, knowing what that throne represents, this is just all going to hit differently.
I'm like getting the goosebumps.
I know.
Just your description of these houses. And that we're not even in there yet.
I know. It's insanity.
Wow.
So obviously I think one of the big questions is where is Black Sabbath?
That's a great question.
Right.
Because you kind of have to have one with the other. They kind of go hand in hand, music wise.
So obviously his solo career is the focus of these houses. But his identity is that he's the voice of Black Sabbath.
That's right.
And that's inseparable from his legacy.
Right.
Period. So the Hollywood house begins with his childhood and his journey toward becoming Black Sabbath's legendary frontman. And according to Sharon, again in the Entertainment Weekly interview, she was asked, how much Black Sabbath do we think we're actually going to get? And she said, for me, that's the part I'm most curious about, because I didn't she was talking about how we all discover Ozzy through Black Sabbath. So hopefully when we walk through the first notes, and we talked about this as well, hopefully when we walk through, the first notes we hear are going to be from Sabbath.
Oh, of course. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And I think that'll be like a personal moment, because that's how we all were introduced. We're introduced to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know, and I don't think that there's any question that for sure Ozzy would have wanted this.
Oh, all day long.
Yeah.
He would have wanted this.
Yeah.
I think he would be proud of what's being given to us. He was such a giving musician, giving individual. He loved his fans so much. I mean, he was so giving to his fans. He literally opened his home to all of us with his reality TV show. So that says a lot about that guy, about him as a person, as an individual, and even as a professional as well.
Yeah. I'm really curious about the Crazy Train.
So what do you think? You're more familiar with the music, the songs, the albums.
I mean, in my head, all I can hear right now is him yelling, "All aboard!" You know.
Yes.
I'm feeling that. I'm hoping that's what you're going to hear as you're walking into or onto whatever this part of the maze will be. I'm wondering if it's going to be sophisticated with any kind of movement.
Well, I'm thinking if I was designing that part, the Crazy Train, I think we're going to walk into a train, and as you're going down the aisle to find your seat, there's going to be fake dummies, if you will, sitting in different seats, but there will be one or two real ones that will jump out and scare you. That's how I would create that, going through the Crazy Train. That to me, that would be cool. Those would be some fun jump scares for me. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think are you something similar for Crazy Train? Or are you thinking completely something different than what I'm thinking?
I mean, yeah. Is it like a complete train walkthrough? Is it just the engine compartment, but bigger for stage appearances? You know, where there's the steam coming out and it's dingy and dirty and oily. It's very industrial feeling, which just really ties in with Birmingham, right? Because I mean, you think of Birmingham and you just think of the smoke and the grease and the level of industrial dirtiness, if you will, that goes with that.
Like a cold atmosphere.
Like coal and darkness and just Birmingham.
Yeah.
Just Birmingham. I hope to see the place someday.
Absolutely.
I hope to see the place someday. So without ruining it too much more, those are the differences that I have found there should be between Hollywood and Orlando. So this is more of a life's journey. The other one is more of like an album journey.
Right. Kind of like the greatest hits.
Like the greatest hits. Yeah. So, and the artwork feels like it's going to be a walk through these albums. Like these albums are going to be on the walls.
Right. It's almost like the albums are coming to life. Pretty much.
That's a good way to put it. Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. And like I said a while ago, I think it's great for us fans because we get multiple experiences of, well, 2 Ozzy houses. Basically what I'm trying to say. Like, how cool is that? Imagine if we had 2 of our favorite houses or mazes that we love here in our theme parks here. That would be cool. And to have the opportunity to visit both coasts. That's awesome. I'm so stoked for this.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that we're getting that this year. It's the downfall and the bummer. It's just how Universal is set up and designed. They don't have repeat houses. They typically don't.
I know.
So usually something like this, it's a one and done.
13 years since the last one. Yeah. So it's not like it has come and recycled around in our generation.
Yeah. Because there is theories that there might be some returning houses this year from previous years. So but I think something like this.
And it's all the way at the back of the park, right? Like,
so
it's all the way at the
from
end.
what I've heard where the location is, and maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's all speculation at this point. We're all assuming it's going to be where last year's Jason Universe house was, which was down at the lower lot to your right. It's right where the mummy, behind the mummy attraction. And even looking at the facade, I think that's what it's going to be like, because they have been shown. Other content creators, vloggers, photographers have taken pictures and videos of the front of that facade, and it does look like what you're describing, some Gothic type of cathedral or whatnot. So I'm almost positive that's where that house is going to go.
Yeah, and so it's just a matter
here in California.
It's a matter of where do you go first? And I really thought that maybe this house wouldn't be quite as popular as it now is seeming to be.
Right.
So at first I thought that the headliner was going to be like Sinners.
Right.
And now I'm wondering if as many people are going to run to Ozzy as maybe I initially thought would be running to Sinners.
I really think it might be divided. I think it's going to be a niche crowd. Obviously Sinners is, I think, the headliner. I could be wrong, but I think Sinners, there's going to be a lot of folks going to Sinners because it's current. It's this generation's new
huge movie.
It's the new hit horror film. And I believe that's going to draw a huge crowd. So many people are excited for Sinners, as opposed to, I think, the older generation that had more of a connection or a bond with Ozzy and Sabbath. I think a lot of us might be going and running down towards the lower lot to experience that. Maybe not one, maybe twice. I think it's going to be like super exciting to be the first ones in there.
Like last year, we were able to run through Jason. What was it, 2 or 3 times?
We did end up going through Jason, which I was really surprised. Just because the popularity of Jason. Because I was
super surprised.
Because the fans have been craving Friday the 13th or at least Jason. I know there's so much backstory that could be a whole nother episode on Jason, with who has the legal rights to the movies, to Jason. It's a whole mess, and I don't even know the half of it really. But I was really surprised that that we even got to go through that twice, 3 if we could have. I think because the line was short. But I think what contributes to that is the time of year you go, and at nighttime when it's we like to call power hour, the final hour of the night.
Final hour.
If you can do the park
we kind of just walked right onto Jason.
Yeah, we did.
But in the whole night previous to that line was like a 3-hour line.
Yeah. So yeah, don't mistake us. It's like we're not saying that no one was there, but towards the end of the night,
like the last minutes of the night,
the line did taper down a little bit.
Down.
And but when it is packed, it is packed. That queue line is no joke. So all of those queue lines are no joke.
Hopeful that happens this year.
I'm so hopeful, and I think that I think it's gonna be a hit. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have to run there first, and then circle back.
Right.
And do the others.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Because that's the goal, is to see everything there. Mm-hmm. And it is really hard to get through most of those. Obviously, you do. If you want the greatest experience of HHN, you have to step it up. And you got to spend a little more money to get the front of the line passes there. But I think if you just go early enough in the season and not wait till the very end, you can get quite a bit done. Mm-hmm. I know opening day is going to be packed. It's going to be filled with media and whatnot, and rightfully so. It's the new HHN for 2026. Everyone will definitely be there, checking out all the new houses, because that's one unique thing about Universal and both coast is it's almost every maze is brand new. So there's literally something different to see every year you go. There's no repeat mazes. And I think that's why there's so much popularity in HHN in both coasts, because you get something brand new every year, mm-hmm. which is neat. And that's what keeps the fans coming back to those parks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I definitely am looking forward to it. I wish we could do one of those, more premium, because one of the premium passes, you just get to go through a house once.
Right.
And then I think there's another premium pass on top of that where you can repeat, but I cannot imagine
the cost
times 3.
Right.
So I'm hopeful that it will be like last season, and maybe we'll be able to run through like 2 or 3 times at the very end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just leave me down there. I don't know. I might be good right there. I'm really excited about Killer Clowns. I know it hasn't been officially announced yet, which I completely don't understand at all.
And it looks like there is going to be a Killer Clowns house just from what's being shown and visible. Not that we have both been into that park, but just from
what we're seeing,
photos we've seen, leaks, if you will, on social media. They haven't hidden the facade to one of those houses, which is the Killer Clowns tent, the orange and red tent.
Looks just like it.
It looks exactly like it.
Looks just like it.
To stay with Ozzy, we were going to talk about merchandise.
Yes. Okay.
Is that still on the table, or is there spoilers?
Okay. So I guess it was kind of I don't want to say a letdown, but the artwork that you see that was dropped, the shirt that was dropped by Universal for HHN was very, very close, if not identical, to shirts that have been released by Hot Topic and Walmart.
Okay.
So the census was that it wasn't original enough.
Interesting.
That they're expecting that these shirts from Universal will sell out regardless, because other people just may not really be in the know on that. They may not be in the know that artwork is at Hot Topic and Walmart.
Wow.
So, but when you look at them right next to each other, they're basically
you can't even really tell the difference. Mm-hmm. And probably more on the affordable end.
Maybe more on the affordable
end. At least at Walmart.
But I cannot recall, with the exception of popcorn buckets, right, Living Dead daughter? With the exception of popcorn buckets, I don't recall walking out of HHN with any merch before. I'm pretty good about that, meaning I don't spend.
And that's hard for us as horror lovers because there's so much, even just the Universal monsters, which we love and adore. It's so hard.
It's not that we couldn't spend a whole gargantuan amount of money. We just don't, because there's so many haunts, so many things. That's where the money goes. The money goes towards the experience. We don't eat there and we don't shop there.
Right.
We do something else instead.
Yeah.
So, but this year, it might be a little hard for me to walk past the Ozzy stuff.
I think it's probably safe to say we'll just come home with an Ozzy shirt or two, or a button,
and then
or
maybe I should price the ones at Hot Topic or whatever, just in case.
Yeah, I can't wait. So has Universal dropped any official merchandise yet?
Yes. And so that's basically what they do right away.
That's the first thing they drop.
Sometimes people even people wait at Universal for these drops.
So they wait
boots on the ground
at the theme park,
and then the park brings out that merchandise right at that announcement, or when they believe the announcement's going to be made.
Yeah,
a couple of times, at least for sure one time, but I think 2 times, the merchandise has actually been seen before the announcement.
Kind of like the announcement was leaked before the announcement.
The announcement was leaked before the announcement. So you can buy all of that merchandise already right now.
Okay, see, I wasn't aware of that.
You do not need to wait for HHN to get the HHN merch. It's there today right now.
But you can't buy it online. You have to be at the store, correct? Or at Universal.
Aware.
Okay.
But I believe it is on, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's even in that outside store there on the city walk.
Okay.
I don't think you even need to be in the gate.
You don't need to purchase a ticket, or you don't need to go in with your pass.
Sit there and wait there on at the city walk.
Right when they open their doors in the morning. So
sometimes John Murdy he'll make an announcement about his announcement.
Okay.
He drops teasers. So and sometimes he'll even say like what date. So people like us run to Universal, and they're waiting to get the content, not just for the drop of word of what's coming, but also the merchandise.
Interesting.
Because that's a whole other level of content.
There. Well, I'm expecting them for the Universal Studios merchandise to sell out a lot, not just with Ozzy, but all the houses that are being announced. Hellraiser's a huge one.
Hellraiser's another big one.
I think that has a huge cult following. We're not too familiar with Hellraiser. We know about like the first few films.
Right.
But I do know that's a lot of folks are excited for that to be represented. Not at just not any theme park, but specifically HHN.
Right.
That they do have that IP finally to do a Hellraiser house, which I think I'm excited for the fans of the Hellraiser franchise as well. So, exactly. And to have some Hellraiser merch with the HHN branding and logos on that as well, from t-shirts to jackets to mugs, whatever they're going to sell. But just with that alone, and like we were talking about Sinners, I know Sinners is just going to be a hit. Yeah. With the fans, with that merch alone too, I think it's gonna be pretty neat for the fans.
Carol, if you're in the chat, thank you very much. Thank you for the Chalk Walk donation. She just brought the Living Dead Fam up to $3,000.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
wow.
Thank you. We've had amazing contributions. Sorry to turn this into a Chalk Walk thing, but I have to. Thank you, Carol, Heather Smith, and Joe Hughes today for your
Joe Hughes
contributions. $286 today, and brought us the Living Dead Fam's account to $3,000. Thank you.
You guys
so
are
much.
incredible. For those of you that are watching the live stream, I know this isn't. Some of you might consume us on audio, but if you guys are watching live, please feel free to tap the heart button or drop some hearts in the chat. We appreciate and love all of you that have helped us reach our goals this year. We're just beyond grateful for your gratitude and your love towards our family and the Chalk Walk organization.
Yeah, it's thank you, Carol G and the Corn Dogs. Just wow, you guys. So I'm excited not only for the Ozzy house, the tribute, the walk to see him on his throne, the walk to see him on this crazy train, but I'm also excited for the merch.
I'm also excited if we can go back a little bit before HHN. One, we can only hope that at Midsummer Scream for the HHN announcement, we can only hope that if not the Osborne family, at least maybe Sharon Osborne will show up.
I know.
At the announcement.
I know. He was kind of dropping some teasers. John Murray was. I sent that to you yesterday, right?
I believe so.
I sent that to you yesterday.
And go ahead and feel free to read that. If you're pulling it up, I don't know if you're pulling it up right now, but something about the number 13. Correct?
Yes. And I had so many notes to put down. I even missed things. But there were some possibilities of some play, some relationship in addition to that number 13 that may come into play. Let me play with this for a second.
So I have no clue. Obviously 13's an unlucky number. Depends who you ask. Some people might love it and it might be their lucky winning number. The only thing I can think of, and I could be way off here, but I stood corrected this morning. I was thinking it might had to do something with the Friday the 13th franchise. Right. I'm only reserved and hesitant on that. I know we're kind of specifically talking about this man right here, Ozzy. Six Flags just announced today that they are obtaining the IP for the Jason universe. So they will be getting a Jason maze or house, if you will. If you haven't, if you're not following social media, that was announced today through Six Flags. So I'm still conflicted now.
I know.
I don't know if both parks would do a Jason house, or if Jason could be represented in both parks in the same year. It seems kind of, I guess, counterintuitive, right? Like, well, why go one? We can have the other. Or maybe you can look at it the other way is, hey, I get to go to two Jason houses. Right. So who knows? But with Murdy, you never know. He likes to throw fans off too, that on social media. So 13 can mean anything at this point.
So he says, in regards to our upcoming HHN panel at Midsummer Scream, Sunday, August 9th at 5 p.m., we'll be announcing, debuting, previewing 13 things before the presentation, during the presentation. Maybe more, but I kind of like the number 13. These are things that haven't been announced, previewed, or debuted. So we'll be there. We'll be there for that announcement. We'll be in there for that panel. And I'm just wondering what all this number 13 could tie to that hasn't been announced already.
Do you have any speculations what 13 could be?
That's what I was trying to kind of play with the number 13 and see.
I'm wondering if it's related to a specific date, if it's a or if it's like a reversal number. Maybe he's flipping things around, like 31 or something.
So obviously people are thinking, just like you said, that it could be
Jason,
a Friday the 13th haunted house,
right?
Or
Do we have any other IP that
know.
relates to 13 besides Friday the 13th? We have Room 13 at Knott's.
I know.
But I don't think Murdy's talking about Knott's Scary Farm.
Could it be a location of a maze?
It could be. Is there a stage 13 on the back lot? I don't know. Anyone watching the live, let us know. Is there a stage 13?
I don't know. There's so many things you can do with that number. And I've been kind of trying to play with that. I know I read something somewhere.
Anyone in the chat want to take a guess on what that tweet means? Kind of a cryptic tweet, right?
It's cryptic. It's cryptic.
But I think that's what makes it fun for the fans.
Absolutely.
It's kind of his job at this point, not only just to be the creative.
That's what he does. He messes with you.
The creative source behind HHM, but he also loves interacting with all of the hardcore diehard fans with HHN. So what a job to have.
I know.
To be John Murdy and to just play.
Yeah.
And it's a year-round job. It's not a seasonal job.
This is it for him. And next year's planning is already started.
Oh, absolutely.
He's basically done with this year.
I wouldn't be surprised. I said this.
Get gone through.
Yeah.
So he's already working on next year.
Yeah, they just need to execute it opening day and then pass the torch off to the crew and staff there. And I'm sure, again, I wouldn't be surprised if they got things lined up for the next 5 or 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Because things can change.
Oh,
things have changed.
Absolutely. Well,
I've heard in numerous times where Universal was supposed to get to rights to certain mazes and then it fell through. For example, one year they were supposed to get the rights to do Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. And that fell through. So at the last minute, I believe they did Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. And somehow they integrated a little bit of Season of the Witch, not much, but they did have the little kid trick-or-treaters around for Halloween 4, which they're never in that film. But so things like that could happen. So they, rightfully so, they have to plan, I think, at least a few years in advance because of licensing rights and whatnot. And the studios, they own certain pieces of properties of these films, if you will, that someone might say, no, we're not releasing that. And they've tried. I've seen even Murdy said someone had tweeted him if HHN will ever get the Stephen King's It franchise represented at HHN. And he says we're trying. Okay. But for some reason, the family or the studios or whoever owns the that property hasn't fully released that to HHN at this moment in time. But anything's possible.
There's a lot of hands in the pie.
Well, I mean, look now. It's so huge and popular, and even the franchise, the Terrifier. Now they're in legal battles.
Yeah. Another
with that. So who knows if we'll ever see Terrifier represented in the parks again because of the legality fights, if you will. That's going on in the court system. So it's real tricky. Of course, us as fans of all these horror franchises, we'd love to see all of our favorite films being represented throughout these parks and the houses. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for this Halloween season, specifically the Ozzy Osborne house. I can't wait to opening day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we can both agree. I think that's probably will be the first house we're gonna run to.
That's it. Right.
Forget about everything else. They haven't fully announced everything yet, but
yeah. I mean, we pretty much know what the last two. I mean, at this point, it would be really disappointing if it wasn't Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Right.
And then obviously the Latin maze. The
Latin American.
Yeah, we were hearing yesterday that it was going to be La
Llorona. Yeah.
Which would be really cool. But so I'm hopeful for that. I'm hopeful that it's Killer Clowns. And I can't think at this point of a maze that would be okay to skip just to get everything else in.
Right.
Because those are beautiful mazes. We talked about that already. And those are just, they just need to be seen.
And I think that's the one positive. I mean, there's a lot of positive about Universal Studios, but one of the main things is they have so much room and they build a lot of their sets inside those sound stages. And the talent and the artistry that goes into a lot of their the houses that they construct and build, it's, you will just want to stay in there and watch. It's like walking into a movie set when you're going through those houses. So it's hard when I go through them. I like to watch. I like to see what's being built, but at the same time, I'm always on guard because I'm ready for a jump scare. So half the time I'm just on guard, waiting in defense to do my oh no's and oh shoots when I'm going through a house, that I sometimes forget to stop and actually look at the scenery of, and even going multiple times through houses or mazes, I miss so much. Even by the end of the run, I'm like, was that there before? I didn't see that. Or wow, that room looks gorgeous. And it's like, but I'm just so, my brain, my mind is focused on the jump scare that's ahead.
The intricate details that you just don't realize when you're running through them because you're scared that they're there.
Yeah.
That they're there.
Yeah.
Which is why I can just slowly and methodically walk through a maze without being deterred by the scare actors in there, because I just want to see the maze.
Right. So if going back to the Ozzy house, what excites you the most? Obviously, we're focusing on here in Hollywood because that's the one we will be going to. What do you want to see? What's gonna, is there something? Are you anticipating certain songs as you go through these mazes? What's,
I think that's the
what's
hard
on the
part.
menu for you?
I think that's the hard part is what I'm understanding is that the music is going to be more Ozzy solo.
Right. Okay.
And I love Ozzy solo, but I think for a really intense sound, they would probably, my list would probably primarily include Black Sabbath.
Yeah. I think I'm right there with you. Like I said earlier, it's like they kind of both complemented each other.
The opening to War Pigs, the opening to The Wizard, like, bring me his harmonica in my ear. I want to feel it. I want to feel that.
You want to be in the record.
Da, da, da. Yeah, I want to feel it.
You want to be immersed.
Completely immersed.
You want the 360 experience.
Yeah.
And you're not the only one. I'm sure there's several hardcore, diehard Ozzy and Sabbath fans that would like that. I think what I would like to see, if they're only gonna, and obviously I don't think this will happen. They probably would have announced it already. But to accompany the Ozzy house, I think they should add either a Sabbath scare zone or an Ozzy scare zone as you're leading.
That'd be awesome.
As you're leading into.
And some gothic bat sipper cups.
There you go. Murdy, if you're watching. Murdy's not watching this.
I know, Murdy's not watching this, I can assure you.
But like, how cool would that be?
We need some gothic bat. Yeah, I'm almost thinking, I know, like the stanchions in Mansion,
right?
Something just really cool like that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. But I think that'd be a great concept. I know on paper or just talking about it sounds cool. I know executing it's probably a different story, but just pump out some Sabbath tunes out even in the queue line.
Yeah,
in the queue line, I think that's probably most important. If I was waiting in the queue line, entertain me with some rock, some good, like I said, Ozzy, but more specifically Sabbath music, because the way it sounds like, I think it's just going to be an Ozzy and not a Sabbath house. Rightfully so. The man's no longer with us. We could be surprised too. They could surprise us and give us some Sabbath music as well in there. But I think that would be a nice little touch, just a little cherry on top if they had some type of a scare zone that leads into that house.
So down there is like that club area. Right down on that level.
Okay, yeah.
Was like that club and that bar area.
Right.
Someone mixing tunes down there.
Okay. That would be awesome.
Yes.
That would be awesome. And I think just right around the corner from that, if you remember, I know you weren't there, but for FanFest, they had that whole Jurassic Park area.
Yes.
It's literally right on the other side of where where we all think that house is going to be.
Right. Exactly.
That would, I mean, you can put the DJ there and play.
Yeah.
Just some classic rock or like we said, some Ozzy tunes or Black Sabbath tunes.
Some bloody themed drinks and I could just go on.
It could be like a Black Sabbath nightclub.
Blood dripping from your martini glass.
We want the whole lower lot just to be.
And that's it. Exactly. I want the whole, not lower lot, the whole lower lot.
There you go. The lore lot.
The lore lot.
Oh man. We're going to open this to for those of you in the live stream, thank you so much for joining into the FogCast episode 13. If you guys have any comments or questions for Living Dead Fam, we're going to open the floor up to you guys right now. I did see some questions coming in earlier, so forgive me if we haven't answered all those questions. Please come out and give us your suggestions. What do you think? What are you guys excited to see? I saw some of you were saying that you were probably going to try to check out HHN Orlando's Ozzy house this year, which is incredible. If you guys do, because we probably won't get out there, more than likely not get out there because we're so busy here in California during the haunt season, hitting up all of our other theme parks here. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for one over the other? Or what else about HHN are you guys excited for? What do you think the next houses will be announced? Because they still have some announcements to make. And we haven't touched on this yet. We're kind of doing a little bit more than Ozzy at the moment, but they did announce a new scare zone for 2026, which is the Fort Nightmares scare zone. And I know things from what we've been hearing, we've kind of been getting mixed feelings on the whole Fort Nightmares scare zone. And I can see why, because it's geared more towards a younger demographic as opposed to an older crowd, if you will.
I guess the argument in the positive, because I'm not familiar with that game.
Oh, okay.
Period. But my understanding is that the positive argument is that it opens it up for a whole nother world of characters.
Right.
That there are monsters that live in the Fortnite world.
Okay.
I hope that doesn't sound dumb.
Villain type of monsters.
Like
okay.
every kind of,
like a bad guy in the game.
Yeah. Or even name brand monsters.
Okay.
Even Universal monsters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm not familiar with the whole Fortnite franchise.
So I guess the argument to, it might be childish, this, that, and the other, is that beneath the surface of Fortnite, it opens up a world of other characters that can be brought in.
Okay.
And so with that, I'm hoping that is what is the case.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get some good, intense scare moments out of it.
Yeah.
That maybe it will be less childlike Fortnite and more scary monster Fortnite.
Which I'm okay for.
Yeah.
The more scary. It is geared more towards a late mid to
Right.
late teen audience anyway. So I know last year there was the argument because of Five Nights at Freddy's being featured at HHN last year, which naturally is going to bring in a much younger crowd to that theme park. And it was crowded. That maze held up a long line all night long. And so yeah, I can see. I'm wondering if this is just another gateway, if you will, to bring more to attract a younger crowd. Not meaning to appeal to a younger crowd, but to get them more excited, because as they grow into it, like the rite of passage type of situation, like, hey, you might like Five Nights at Freddy's or Fortnite, but we're going to prepare you for the scary mazes when you get older.
To a different audience,
right?
Just like Ozzy appeals to us for the reason it appeals to us.
Yeah,
it's our generation. You've got to open your menu wider and bring in a more diverse audience.
I agree. We have a chat here from Music Park Pirates. It says, from what I have heard, the retaining wall area near Mummy might be a scare zone, and have the area above Jurassic World be a Stranger Things bar. That's what I'm excited for. I almost think I'm almost concerned for Stranger Things, because it's still current. It's still, it is pop culture. I think with Sinners and Ozzy and maybe a few other announcements, I'm worried that if at some point Stranger Things might take a back seat, because Stranger Things has been represented a few years ago, in years past, at HHN. So I'm hopeful for Stranger Things to still knock it out of the park. But for you and I, we didn't get to experience. We haven't even done HHN with Stranger Things being offered there at the parks yet. So we're both excited for Stranger Things. Hopefully, we're fans of Stranger Things. We've watched all of the seasons, and I'm excited to come face to face with the Demogorgon.
I know.
And or the was it Vecna, right?
Vecna. Yes.
I can't wait. I'm so stoked. So yeah, I am excited about Stranger Things for sure. Witchy Girl Jenny, yes, we're excited to experience HHN. Definitely tune into our live streams if you guys are new here. We don't typically vlog unless it's an emergency, if for cell signal for whatever reason, which it does happen. We're more live streamers, as you guys can tell. This is a live stream podcast. So if you guys want what's happening in real time, tune into our channel here, and we will bring you live coverage. We're so excited. We got Not Scary Farm, HHN. Hopefully we'll have at least a day of Queen Mary. We're crossing fingers they release a pass. That's another topic for another discussion.
And Harbor, can you hear me?
And if I may, Living Dead Mom, I know this is kind of an Ozzy tribute night, but you just mentioned Hallow Screams, not just in San Diego, but in Orlando and Texas. In Texas. The announcement was dropped, and this is huge for me. I'm pretty sure you as well. If you guys know me, I'm a huge 90s horror fan. I Know What You Did Last Summer was just announced this morning. I was like sound asleep, and she woke me up and put the phone right in my face. I rubbed my eyes. I'm like, what is this?
We got an IP at SeaWorld.
We got an IP at SeaWorld. I'm so excited.
I know.
And how did we get this IP before the Scream franchise? That just blows me away. I don't think Scream. No, if I'm sticking to the 90s genre of films, Scream was the one that kickstarted that whole mid to late 90s slasher. It reinvented the slasher genre. And shortly after that, that's when we got I Know What You Did Last Summer. We got The Faculty. We've got I just had a few of them.
I've seen The Faculty.
Really good film. We need to sit down and watch that one. It's excellent. But I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see
RJ Clark.
the fishermen at SeaWorld. And what the perfect place.
Need a hook.
Yes. It's the perfect venue for SeaWorld. The whole nautical theme.
The whole fishing boats.
Fishing the ocean. It's just perfect.
The galoshes and the water and the buckets. And
I'm so glad that SeaWorld as a company, Hollow Screen specifically, has decided to finally bring in at least one IP into their walls, into their theme parks, to offer to the guests. I think that's going to bring a lot of people in.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a mom and park feel type of a haunt. They're kind of homegrown, if you will. Or they're all original mazes or houses. But to finally have an I Know What You Did Last Summer, an official I Know What You Did Last Summer. Knott's did something similar years ago back in the 90s, a copycat of it, which was really cool, by the way. But I'm so glad that we are officially getting at one of our local parks, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, just following the coattails of last year's summer blockbuster hit, the remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer. So it's not like it's just kind of out of the blue.
Yeah.
It's still current. It's still available to stream on Netflix at the time of this recording. So no, I'm really stoked about that announcement today. I cannot wait. What's up, RJ Clark? Happy anniversary to Bevy Ray.
Congratulations.
Much love to you guys. We're going to miss you at Haunt this year. It's not going to be the same without you, but we're so excited for you and your family, RJ.
We'll check in if you guys are still on here soon.
Yes. What's going on, Doom? Good to see you here. But yeah, I think Universal Studios, I'm just super stoked for.
Super stoked. Real quick too, if you guys are in the Southern California area, if you are in the LA, Orange County, IE, this is the last weekend of Subject X at Eulogy Collective at the Garden Walk in Anaheim. And I know they're going to be gearing up here for summer. But again, this is the last weekend for Subject X. And I know I say it every single time that this is my new favorite, but it really is amazing. It's a lengthy experience and it's worth it. So if you guys are having a taste for Halloween, I don't mean for this to sound like an advertisement, but
we're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. They do let us come through. They do let us come through and get that footage and share that with you. But that's like, a reel, you know what I mean? And right after, but it's in our hearts to share, after the fact, and then again, after the fact, and then again, after the fact, because it really is an awesome haunt and it's local and it's full-time. It's always going to be there and open, not just during the Halloween season. And they have given us our fill of Halloween all through the year. And we're so grateful to them. And we know how hard it is to run a small business. And those guys are in there putting in the hours and the time and literally the blood, sweat, and tears in those mazes. So should you guys be in the area, look at Eulogy Collective. Go to their site on Instagram to see what they may have as far as deals are concerned. And give them a visit and tell them the Living Dead Fam sent you.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you, Witchy Poo Nana. Yeah, and it's we've been told, and we've done some test streams, because as you guys can see, we've got some new audio and video equipment on these streams. So we've been doing some test streams, but a lot of you have mentioned to us that because of our live streams, that has made your purchasing decision to buy passes or tickets to go to these events. So, and even if you can't make it, we love having your attention and your eyeballs on our streams, because that's what we do. We love going to these haunts, and we love taking you guys all with us. We have a great time. We want to share our time going through the mazes with all of you, because we are passionate about our haunts that we have here in our backyard. We're so lucky to have a lot, an abundance of
so
haunts.
many that we can't even get through them all.
We can't. There's and
then throw in the home haunts, and some of the home haunts, you guys, are unbelievable, which is how Eulogy Collective actually started.
Yeah,
that was a home haunt.
That's right.
That was the Santa Ana haunt.
It really was. I forgot.
It ran for years out of their home, and now it's in a mall area, and it's really cool.
It's great. Joe Hughes, yes, definitely my friend.
We got you, friend.
We could be haunt buddies for sure.
Are we attending the LA Hayride?
That's a great question, and we always get that question asked every single year. I would hope to. If we can't get to it this year, maybe we were going to try so hard. We got mixed reviews from it too. A lot of people said it wasn't that great.
Someone also brought up, and it is a relevant argument, and this isn't to deter anyone from going, just be prepared. There is a little bug, a little booger bug, a real bug, and it's called the Chigus bug or something of that nature. And I guess it is having a prevalent moment in the LA Griffith Observatory area, because it's kind of it's got a lot of plants and trees and an area where this little bug thrives, and this little bug can bite you and apparently spread something or other that could be very bad. And I remember needing to take precaution against this little bug, because we went and did the investigation there.
That's all right.
We did the old LA Zoo. And I remember we almost called off the investigation because of this little bug. And I know people did not attend the investigation with us because of that little bug. Knock on wood, we didn't have any problems. But if you do go to the LA Hayride, please make sure that you dress appropriately. Do your research on that little bug, and just know that it's there and take precautions, because I would hate for anyone to get bitten by whatever the heck it is that is wreaking havoc in that area and having something come from that. Joe Hughes, thank you for the 5 memberships, friend.
Thank you so much. I know if you guys are listening to the audio, this is a live stream. Joe Hughes, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Congratulations if you were one of 5 that just got gifted memberships. You can use emojis during our live streams that are specially for you. They are Living Dead Fam exclusive emojis as a member that you just received. And also you are entered into our monthly Living Dead Fam live stream members only watch party giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway. We do monthly giveaways. We
need to do it like today.
We need to do it
we're
like,
gonna have to double up again.
We need to do it like yesterday. So maybe we'll do a coming up here. There's so much that we got on our plates. So forgive us if you guys are members. We will definitely be doing a double giveaway here really soon. So congratulations and thank you again to Joe Hughes. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. No, LA Haunted Hayride. I've seen so many videos of it, and I truly want to go. I don't think you and I have ever done a hayride. No. Not that I can remember. No, we did one.
Oh, yeah. Vail Lake.
Do they still do that?
I don't even know.
It was so cool.
No, it was really neat.
It was
a campground.
It was a campground. And it was basically like a home haunt, if you will. And I think it was the same group of kids that just kind of followed the trail of the hayride. they got in there with you, and they were swinging their chainsaws around, and it was so cool. And we weren't expecting it to be scary at all. We went through and we thought we were just going to go through the campgrounds, and everything at the campgrounds had their trailers decorated.
And then they took us into like this big, huge plastic
like warehouse
car cover thing, but lengthy. And it got a little scary in there.
It got loud. It got scary. Music was blasting. Strobe lights were going off. Smoke machines. And next thing you know, there's all kinds of characters jumping in the trailer with us. But it was so cool. I don't know if they do that. And I've actually been kind of craving something like that again. And that's, I've said this 100 times. I do miss Old Knot's Scary Farm when their attractions had live characters on there. There's nothing like sitting like on a dark ride and you have no escape. No. You just have to sit in that ride and just get the living dead scared out of you. So I love the appeal of a haunted hayride because you got nowhere to go. You just go where that tractor takes you.
If you get off that thing, and you're really in trouble now.
So, and what's cool about the LA Haunted Hayride, not that we can speak from experience, but only from what we can see, is there's also haunted houses on the grounds. There's obviously food and games. I believe some attractions as well. But just being in that fall atmosphere vibe, because we really don't get fall here. On the West Coast, you need to go to the East Coast to see the leaves change. But at least with the hayride, to me, it would feel like fall.
It brings a little bit more fall.
It brings a little bit of autumn to the Halloween season. So we might not get to it this year. If there's a window of opportunity, we'll try our best.
For sure.
I don't know about streaming that event. I haven't.
That too. Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I haven't seen, or maybe someone can let me know in the chat. I don't know if any of our friends or fellow streamers have streamed. But if we do go, if streaming, if signal is going to be an issue, we will definitely have to probably vlog something like that or get some type of footage of the hayride. So don't want to say we're not going to go.
But at Midsummer's, maybe we can ask.
They are represented there, aren't they? At Midsummer is the LA Haunted Hayride. Yeah. So I'm stoked. I hopefully one of these seasons.
The tickets they gave us last year, but didn't give us.
That's right. I know. We mentioned that on one of our previous streams as that
Haunted Hayride.
LA Haunted Hayride gave out, if you were in attendance in person at their panel, they released free tickets via like a text message.
Yeah, text this to this number and receive your free tickets if you are attending this panel. Okay, hurry up, you do it. And then it was never honored.
Yeah, and they never honored that. So,
and we emailed and everything.
Either we missed something or I don't know what happened, but it didn't work for us. So
I think unfortunately that text message chain left the panel room and went wild, but everybody suffered.
Right. And we couldn't have been the only ones that didn't get.
No, I know
we
weren't
tickets.
The only ones.
Okay.
Which was
because then I'm going to say it would have been our fault.
How hard would it have been for them to have said, can you prove you were at Midsummer?
Yeah.
A receipt, something.
Right. An email that says you purchased tickets.
You can't buy those for cash.
Right. Yeah. I mean, unless. I don't know if there's scalpers or anything like that, but even if there was.
I mean, I know there's going to be certain situations. Mom bought it for me.
Sure.
I mean, there's going to be certain
But there's always a trail of a receipt.
There's a trail.
In today's digital world, there should be proof of purchase for anything now, but especially something like that.
Free ticket with your proof of purchase.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, one of these days, I think we would like to get out to the LA Haunted area. But this just goes back to what we were saying earlier. There's just so much to do here.
So much to do.
We can't get through everything. And I think there's
even a Hollywood. I can't talk. Halloween event like the LA Zoo there.
LA Zoo does a Halloween event.
Yeah.
Now, is that the one that's like the mini train where it goes around the park, or am I thinking of somewhere else?
Right next door there, that little train.
Okay, because I know they do one for like Christmas as well. It's a small.
I think that's separate from the zoo.
It's a small, like one of those backyard trains, like a hobbyist, but like not a small scale, but something you can like.
And then isn't Carolwood right over there too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Lots to do over there.
See, we got so much in our backyard. We really can't get through everything. And we're kind of doing the math. It seems like because Halloween does start early, like mid-September is really when the kickoff for like all the haunts happen. But your weekends are numbered and they go by so fast. So you really have to.
And then when you invest in like
the passes,
you need to make use of those at the same time.
Right. Or else you just buy a ticket and just pick and choose what haunts you want to do for the year.
Yeah. So far we're dedicated to spending time, of course, at Knott's and then Hallow Scream.
And I'm so excited for Hallow Scream, which I just mentioned a while ago. So that's the icing on the cake for me personally, is having that opportunity to get that 9. I'm hopefully, I think they're using the licensing rights, I think, just to that character, but it's not really like I Know What You Did Last Summer films, because there's that other attachment to it. Forgive me, I can't think of the exact title of the haunt right now. But it's I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then like another catchphrase attached behind it.
Right.
But nonetheless, we are going to have that fisherman. So no, I'm excited for Hallow Scream this year.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
HHN and everything else. I know we can just keep going
Tom's
on.
Farms. We got little Tom's Farms over here.
We did.
I know we talked about that earlier.
But did we have any other questions in the chat? Let me go back real quick. Yes, that we do. I miss the characters on the log ride.
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs.
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs, or
Calico.
Even before that, it was Knott's Berry Tales, and then it was Knott's Scary Tales during the season. But at some point, safety came in and put a halt to all of that. And I understand. I understand why.
And we live in a different world today.
It is a different world today. That is. Now we live in a world where people are jumping off of logs now, which is just it's mind blowing to me. It's so mind blowing. But yeah, we're stoked. We're excited. Hopefully you guys can join us this year as we make our way into these theme parks.
Castle Dark.
Oh, we haven't even talked about Castle Dark as much, which originally they said they weren't coming back.
Well, you know what? I don't even know that it was that anything was said. It just felt very implied because they got rid of their entertainment team and it was very dramatic feeling. It was very sad. My heart was hurting for these people that have spent years being the entertainment at this park. And it's more than a job.
Right.
It's more than a job for these people. And I say that lovingly. And then all of a sudden, after a few months, it wasn't quickly, they brought the entertainment back. And then I saw that they just were doing auditions. And so I believe they will also be at Midsummer Scream.
They have been in past.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing from them and seeing what they're going to bring. And I do believe we will at least be at Castle Dark one night.
As media, correct?
Hopefully as media.
Hopefully as media. Yeah. And hopefully we can bring our cameras in.
Exactly.
Because I know they are also just as strict as some other parks about any type of video recording and whatnot, photography.
Yeah.
So hopefully we do have that opportunity to bring you guys in with us. Yeah. If not, we'll try our best to get some type of footage going through the houses and mazes there. And it's not really a big park, correct? I think it's on a much smaller scale, even smaller than SeaWorld from what I've understood.
Oh, yeah. I think it's much smaller.
It's much of a more mom and pop small.
They only have so much room over there.
It's a tiny park.
Yeah, it's a small park.
It's it's
But
not on a larger
there's a
scale.
benefit to that too. It's just easier to consume.
It's easier. Yeah, you don't get as many
Not
steps
as
in.
taxing. It's a night that you could say you got the pass to Knott's. You could stop there, then go to Knott's.
Twofer
Do a
in the same
well,
night.
we did that plenty of times last year.
That's right.
We could stop in there on our way. I mean, it's not on our way. It's a little out of the way, but and then backtrack.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. How late? I can't even remember right now. What's the latest Knott's is open on the weekends?
2. Friday and Saturday they're open till 2 a.m.
Friday and Saturday 2 a.m.
Thursday and Sunday they're open till 1.
So technically, yes, we could probably do like a Castle Dark in the early
because we don't even
evening.
Get to Knott's until after 9 or 10 sometimes.
And that's the beauty, folks, of having the season pass is there's no sense of urgency to get through everything in one night because we typically don't.
And we've done it both ways. We have done the years of being there at rope drop.
Well, you have
night
to
after night after night
before the pass was even offered. So
you had to get your whole night in.
You got to get your dollar's worth.
And then last year we kind of took an opposite approach, and we didn't get there until later in the evening, and it was much less stressful. Mainly the parking situation,
right?
Because getting in during the rush of people coming in, the long line to get in, which can go all the way to Crescent Avenue,
right,
on a Friday or Saturday night.
For those that know, Crescent Avenue it's a hike. It's a little hike from the main entrance.
And there were nights where we got there early, looked at the line to get in, and said, "Okay, we'll be at the bar.
We're going to the hotel. We're going to the Knott's Hotel. We're going to throw some drinks down.
Some hours here." But when we didn't start leaving to head out that way, and we weren't getting there till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, all of that was alleviated.
Yeah.
There were no parking rush hour. There were no long lines to get in. Everybody was already in and in their places. We breezed through security. We breezed through the front gate.
Yeah.
And it was just an easier experience.
Yeah. It's either go at rope drop or you just wait till the crowd dies and go later.
Obviously, opening night and stuff, we're going to get there early.
Oh, but opening nights, that's a given.
Yeah. After that, we just cruise in whenever.
And thank goodness, if I can add to that Knott's has recognized and still honors the chaperone policy at that park.
Berry Farm.
Because that was starting to be an issue. I don't know if you guys do remember that a few years ago, that park would just be chaos, full of young
children.
Yeah, unruly children.
Knott's was babysitting.
They were the babysitters of everyone else's child.
And because they were there unsupervised, they get a little bit of that courageousness from somewhere, and they think they're adults or something, but not mature adults.
Yeah.
They really wreaked a lot of havoc on that.
And it is strictly enforced. So if you're tuning in and you're not really sure what we're talking about, you have to have any child, I believe, under the age of
like 18. I don't know.
Yeah, I think under the age of 18, you need to have a parent or legal guardian or someone 21 and over in your party.
And so you will also find kids in these lines trying to piggyback in with you. So you need to kind of watch your back as you're going in and make sure that you're not bringing in some unauthorized visitors with you, because you become responsible for those kids.
Yeah.
So don't let those kids piggyback in with you. Eddie, have we been to Reign of Terror? We have not done Rot yet. I would love to. I hear great things.
I heard of Reign of Terror. What is Reign of Terror?
It's another haunt. Is
it here in Southern California?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And they always do the advertising on that hearse.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
I have seen them out at events. In fact, I think they're there at Midsummer Scream every year.
He said he loved us at the haunted car wash last year. We will for sure be doing the haunted car wash again. That was a freaking hoot.
Yeah. And
That was so fun.
Shout out to the Haunt Miss girls that brought us into their vehicle that fit all of us. All the kids.
You need a van for that one, because the way van, the minivans of today, the way the van doors open on both sides, those monsters come in on both sides. So they're not just opening doors up front, they're opening the van doors, they're coming in. It was chaos, but it was absolutely
fun. And I think
fun.
that the haunted car wash is a nice entry. It's similar to Eulogy Collective. I think it's a very nice entry haunt
for your preteens.
The ones that are a little
younger audiences
that aren't sure, that they might want to test the waters. Either Eulogy Collective we recommend, or the haunted car wash.
And you can lock your doors. So if you do have a kid with you, that all of a sudden gets there and decides, this ain't for me, obviously you're kind of stuck probably, and you need to go through. It's kind of only one way in, one way out. You can lock the doors and put a blanket over their head and get through it. And we did that before.
We did that one year. It was
during
locked
COVID.
During COVID, during lockdown. It was the racetrack.
During the introduction of drive-through haunts.
It was the racetrack.
Del Mar
Racetrack.
I can't remember what haunt it was.
I do have that footage somewhere. I need to find that and upload it, because it's really cool. The kids were still little kids, but it was their first introduction to a haunt. And they had, in case they were scared, they had their tablets with them.
Yeah.
They had their headphones wired to the tablets, and a blanket. So if they got too scared,
we were ready.
Mom and Dad were up in the driver and passenger seat getting scared, but the kids still had their comfort and safety of being in the back seat. And they could hear the monsters knocking on the doors and whatnot. But the monsters that shout out to the staff that year during that lockdown time is they knew if there's kids back there to just move on to the next vehicle.
They can tell by the look on your face that, we're either good or we're not.
Yeah. But that was a fun year doing that, the Del Mar, and then also the Stranger Things experience.
The Stranger Things experience was awesome. Cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And the other one we did was with the haunted hayride. It just wasn't at Griffith.
That's right. I remember that.
It wasn't a haunted hayride. So they kind of made it like a...
So technically we have done the haunted.
Technically speaking, we have given them our money. Yes. Yes. But it was during COVID.
I forgot about that.
And they found a way to still keep going that year. And it was like a great big, huge, like you were at the drive-in theater.
It was like a dirt lot, wasn't it?
Yeah. With song and dance, with monsters dancing to different songs and stuff in the aisles, and coming up to the car and razzing you, and, trying to scare you while you were sitting there in your car. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
don't sleep on the haunted car washes, folks. They're just a good night of fun. Go
bring your friends.
Yeah, go make it a night. Go grab dinner somewhere. Hop in the car and go through a haunted car wash. There's typically a line to get into to a lot of these haunted car washes. So you'll hear us say this: pack your patience.
Pack your patience
when you go through these things. Because
always, I think with anything in life. Honestly, anything in life, set your expectations.
Oh, yeah.
Set your expectations. And just know that the closer you get, hey, Joy Joey.
Hey, hello.
The closer you get to the season, the more excitement there is, the more people that attend. And so you're going to have lines. But if you go in knowing that, and your expectation is set properly, you're going to have less disappointment.
Right.
But if you go everywhere thinking that you're just going to breeze through it when half of the world's trying to experience it with you, you're going to be let down.
Exactly.
So the expectation is this. The closer you get to October 31st, the crazier it's going to be. And so going in, just know as that calendar flips through, more patience is required. If you want to get things done and have a more lighthearted experience, less crowds, you need to go in September.
Yeah, September. if you wait till the middle of October, it's almost too late to.
Yeah.
You can still go, but you won't probably get to see all of the things that these haunts have to offer. You're going to be waiting in very long lines, large crowds everywhere, and you probably will have a less enjoyable night as opposed to going early in the season. Like that opening, I said this before, I think the sweet spot for these events, for these haunts, is possibly going after opening weekend at most of them, because you're going to have so much of the hype of media, social media, influencers, vloggers, you name it. Everyone's going to be there, including us. But that's what we do. We like being immersed in that environment. But I've noticed, and I'm sure you have too, is usually that second week, third week is like the good sweet spot, less crowds. And you guys that have tuned into our live stream, specifically, I'm talking to Knots, is that you've seen the lines, and we'll show the camera and say, look, it's not that crowded right now.
Yeah.
And then as it got closer to October, you all can see in real time, the lines get pretty lengthy.
Really lengthy.
The ones that normally wouldn't get lines were getting long lines. Like, for example, Cinema Slasher.
40 minutes easy to an hour.
Yeah, once it got busy. Before that, it was maybe a 15, 20 minute. The queue wasn't that far deep.
The zoo just stayed crazy.
Yeah, I can't speak for the zoo because that was the shiny new toy.
Yes.
And I think it still might be popular. It still might hold a crowd. We'll see what's announced.
I do not think so. I think we will have the same experience that we had last year.
Yeah. I think since we're speaking of Knots and streaming, I think from what I'm gathering, and I'm sure you are seeing the writing on the wall. Yeah. I'm sure it still will be the same. The same rules will be enforced. However, I think opening weekend, it's just going to be a free for all.
Yeah, we're hoping that it's like last year. And last year, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were able to film. That following Thursday, that next new week, it changed.
Yeah.
Now, the hopes is that they have opening night and then shut it off after that. That I'm hoping it's not like that.
So like one night only. No more. Yeah. No more media.
My hopes are that we at least have the weekend.
I would hope so.
My hopes are that we at least have all 4 days. If so, we'll get there early and stay late each time. That first weekend.
Yeah. To get as much as we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we're probably will spend a little bit more time this year in some scare zones, specifically one scare zone.
We can't tell you why.
We won't tell you
why.
Stay tuned. That's why I'm being careful with my words. But yeah, we're excited to frequent a certain scare zone at Not Scary Farm this year.
We love all the scare zones.
If you know, you know. We'll leave it at that.
All the scare zones. But yeah, there might be a particular attachment in one of them.
Yeah. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Oh. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And from what we've been told about said scare zone, I think there's might be some upgrades, if you will, in said certain scare zone.
And we will find out in 18 days.
I know it's going to get here so fast.
We'll be able to blab all the things
right
that night. Stay tuned, because that night we'll be talking to some people and finding out where they're going to be, etc.
So it's almost going to be like a FogCast within a live stream.
I know. I was even thinking about just branding it like live on scene. The FogCast.
The FogCast, live on location, right?
Yeah, whatever you want to color it.
It's still a live stream.
How are you?
What's up, Brian Sevilla? Welcome in. We really could. It could be like a mini FogCast.
And the kids there know about the FogCast, want to be on the FogCast, love the FogCast. So I think that would even be exciting for them. And I should have ordered FogCast stickers. We've got 3 weeks.
I mean, maybe it's not too late.
I might be able to do that.
No, can we take these microphones with us?
Make me some artwork that would be good for stickers ASAP. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what we're getting this year for as far as 2 new mazes. I know there's only one we can see, which you got a close up the other day on going on the train.
Yes.
The old Mesmer
The old
maze.
Mesmer.
Yeah, I it could be anything at this point.
Yeah.
It's so hard to guess what it's going to be.
And I know Knott's hates when you guess. They do not like it. It is in their media policy. They do not like speculation and guessing.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Then they should cover it up a little more.
I know. It's an oxymoron.
It really is. Yeah. It really is. At least, I mean, that's one specifically.
Like, here's the carrot. Nope, don't talk about it.
Right.
Here's the carrot, and even the designer of the maze was out there waving to everyone on the train as if, well, and I'm sure most people didn't know who he was and whatever. But I mean, that was like 2 carrots. Here, don't talk about me, you know.
But they have been known to throw people off too. They specifically put out little props.
They did beach balls.
Yeah. And they've done it with other ones too. It's, even the backlot mazes. They've tricked people. They put like some Christmas decor, and everyone's thinking it was going to be a Krampus maze back there. And obviously there wasn't any holiday representation in recent years that I can think of at Knott's Scary Farm. So, so Knott's really enjoys doing that. They really enjoy tricking the crowd.
Joey says, remember when Knott's had 13 mazes? I wonder why they shut some of them.
Yeah, I think it's my guess and speculation is maybe it's flow control, crowd control. Maybe I'm not
staffing
too. The what do you call it? Turnover. The turnover rate.
The turnover rate.
And there's nothing. There's nothing more like disappointing than going through a maze and just walking through it and not getting scared.
And that's a good talking point. Is okay. So you have all these auditions and stuff months in advance. You know, you can actually get hired into Knott's even after it has started because they go through so many folks.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it's these young people, these employees.
So if you tried and didn't get it, keep trying.
Quality
control too. Good point.
Yeah. I think they have it in their head that is, and I'm sure it's fun, but it is tiring on the body as well.
And they're long nights too. It's their second job.
Yeah.
So you're working all day, you're working all night.
Right.
Or then rinse, repeat. Well, it's fun for like that first weekend.
Yeah.
And then it's not.
And some they save up all of their vacation time and use their vacation dates.
Yes.
Just to work Scary Farm for the year.
And some people travel great distances.
Yeah, we do know a few that do travel far and reside here for the haunt season.
Yeah.
They make accommodations for themselves to live closer to their job, if you will, which is in Buena Park. So, it's Knott's is the original. It has its appeal, but unfortunately, like to answer your question, they used to have quite a few mazes, but I think they like to just kind of feel the audience, feel the crowd, and see what they take away. It seems like they give more though. Whether it be an entertainment or another scare zone, or it's almost not noticeable. And it's funny because you did mention that. And I remember, there used to be more mazes, but I think we're just more accustomed to how things are now.
I know it's been 10 for so long. I don't remember.
Because, I mean, as far as entertainment goes, I think bringing back the hanging show was
a big one.
That was huge.
I'm really hopeful for some big entertainment changes. Now, okay, so Knott's was doing some really interesting audition calls. So I'm hoping that is going to mean we're going to have some different and new and exciting shows.
I hope they do bring a show to what's that theater called? The
The
was
big
it
theater, the Charles.
the Schultz Theater, right?
Yeah, the Schultz Theater.
It's kind of a shame that it sits vacant during.
Yeah.
I know they did the Elvira
They're
tribute
using it
a few
right
years
now
ago
for the characters in Camp Snoopy to do their meet and greets because the heat is so intense.
Right.
Which is great. Get those poor guys out of the heat.
Yeah. We did have a good question here from Witchy Girl Jenny.
The Walter Knott Theater. Thank you.
Here's my question for you guys. Do you think that guests would ever bring their service dogs through the maze, or no, because it would be too scary for them? I don't really
I don't know. I know we know one gal that is an employee and has a service dog. And she did not have her service dog in the maze with her. She had and so she would carry something else for comfort, but I don't know. I don't know how Knott's accommodates that. I mean, I think that technically they can't say no. Maybe it would just depend on the dog. Maybe how is your dog in those situations? Then does that take a specialty kind of training? I don't know. And or is it like the responsibility of the owner to know their animal? No dogs allowed. To put them even in that service environment. Animals? Okay, thank you, Brian. Can they do that? What's up, Gigi? Hello, Queen. They've asked, yeah, we probably won't be doing Oogie Boogie Bash this year. We've discussed this previously, but we look forward to so many other haunts this season, and cool, and not to discredit what Disneyland does during their Halloween season. Just to be real quick, because we did talk about this earlier, we don't feel like we're missing out too much. No. And only the fact because both parks, you almost get the full Halloween experience. You really do. When you walk into both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. Yeah. You get Haunted Mansion Holiday. Over at DCA, you can walk through Cars Land. So the only thing you are missing at Oogie Boogie Bash is obviously the characters, the meet and greet. They are taking away the parade this year. But in lieu of that, they are having some type of dance party, which I'm curious to see what that's like. Yeah, I am curious because the theming does look cool. Well, yeah, of course. It does look cool. I don't know that it's, again, for us to go, you're looking at $1,100 to $1,200 for our family to walk in the door. I don't know that anything in there is $1,100 to $1,200 cool. Yeah. For one night. For how many hours? Yeah. My suggestion, I've talked about this before, and I'll say it real quick again one more time. If Disneyland can offer, or the Oogie Boogie Bash, if they could add another offering, I think they should have a kid-friendly or family-friendly haunted house. Yes. I think there's a couple of those sound stages back there. I believe they're vacant. I don't know what's in those sound stages back in the Hollywood area. Throw up a nice looking, fun facade, haunted house looking facade, and have some type of walkthrough with no jump scares, really, because you don't really want to scare the kids that much, but some interactive. I mean, it could even haunted be spooky house. Sophia the First or something. You know, some haunted house. It could be the Lonesome Ghost. It could be. What's the one with the little Batgirl? What? I know. I didn't mean Sophia the First. What's the one I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I know what the Batgirl you're talking about. Yeah. Dress, the little Batgirl. What? We're so out of tune with some of those Disney stuff, but I think Disney could offer one or at least two haunted houses. They have the haunted trail in that red. I can't even speak. In that challenge trail. Yes. They do something fun there. Creek Trail. Thank you. That's a mouthful. I think Disney could offer some other entertainment offering by adding some haunted house walkthrough attraction, and they need a show there. There's nothing going on in Hyperion Theater. I really think Disney can put some type of Halloween themed show in Hyperion Theater. It seats, I don't know the exact number. Vampirina. Thank you, Vampirina. How did we forget that? I know. Because we can't say anything. I don't know. That's what I would do. I know there's budget and there's money. There's other logistics that go into that. But if you're taking away an offering like that, throw a little more for the guests, especially
the rising cost to experience these things, and the takeaway is a bag of candy. I mean, candy's not cheap anymore anyways.
It looks like a generous bag.
They do get some good candy, but give us just a little more. I would like to see a haunted house or two, something similar, like not Scary Farmer HHN type of thing, something a little more kid friendly ish as a walk through a haunted attraction. But I think that's what Disney should do. That's my 2 cents. If they can do something like that, a Hocus Pocus show at the Hyperion would be great. And see, Disney World Orlando does a castle stage fireworks show. They put on a great show over there with the big Jack Skellington puppet and whatnot. That's incredible. They can do something similar at the Hyperion Theater. They're leaving some money on the table there. Or at least I think they're robbing the guests of some entertainment for sure. Instead of just meet and greets, they could do a little more. I think they could open their wallets a few.
Totally.
I know we're kind of bouncing around here, going back and forth between theme parks, but in a nutshell, we probably won't be doing Oogie Boogie. A lot of our friends will be streaming the event, so please feel free to go check out some of our friends.
Backpack. I think you get a good amount of candy for sure. For sure.
Our friend Brian's here. I'm sure Brian might. I don't know, Brian, are you going to Oogie Boogie Bash this year? If let us know if you'll be there. We can have our audience here go check you out. If you haven't checked out Brian Sevilla, please check out our friend Brian, as well as Gigi Hallow Queen. She may be going to Oogie Boogie Bash. I'm not 100% sure. Amusement Park is also in attendance here. Please check out our friend Amusement Park Pirates. He may be going to Oogie Boogie as well. But we really look forward to the other events. We like a little bit of the more spooky, fun events.
We like to go get scared.
We like the jump scares. We like the jump scares.
We like the more thrilling and scary side of Halloween.
Yeah.
We love Disney during Halloween, of course, and we will go. You will see the things.
Yeah.
But our evenings are usually more encompassed in
at Knott's.
Yeah.
And plus just the cost to get into the Oogie Boogie Bash. It's
but
it's
it
a pretty
is
penny.
nice that at Disneyland you can still get that full immersive, beautiful evening, especially at DCA during the season, without buying that extra ticket. So if you go for the day/night on a night that is not Oogie Boogie, or you are a season pass holder, you still really get the full immersive feel in that park without needing to spend the money on Oogie Boogie. You just don't come away with the candy and the extra meet and greets, etc.
Okay, now here's a question. Is there, and I can't remember, I know I sound dumb saying this out loud, do they do Halloween fireworks during normal park operating hours?
At DCA?
Not at DCA, at Disneyland.
I believe
they used to.
So.
Don't
they have Zero flying by?
That's right.
Castle?
Do they still offer that?
I think so. I don't know what the plan is this year. I don't know what show they're running during Halloween.
Interesting. Okay. So and that's the other thing to where I don't feel like I'm missing out too much as far as Oogie Boogie Bash goes, because you can still see so much more Halloween. You still got the vibes and feel of Halloween walking into the main gate at Disneyland with all the pumpkins up all over the place at the main gate, going down Main Street, taking a left or right, especially going to the left on your way to going to Haunted Mansion Holiday. You get Haunted Mansion Holiday, and that's a fun experience in itself to celebrate the Halloween season. So and like I said before, DCA, you get all that atmosphere when you walk into DCA. I can stay right there next to the Headless Horseman. I can camp out right there with some coffee or whatnot and just enjoy the sounds, the visuals. That's Halloween. So
Starbucks is right there. You're just set.
I'm not really feeling like I'm missing too much about Oogie Boogie Bash. Not to say anything bad about Oogie Boogie Bash.
Oh no, it's a fabulous time. It's just for us.
Yeah.
It's just specifically for us. We would not have a good time without our family. To take our family would cost us a lot of money.
Right.
And that's where we just draw the line to say the value's just not there for us.
Right. So APP says yes, they do have fireworks almost daily.
Perfect.
So yeah, so that's the other thing that I'm saying I'm not missing much because we can still go see Zero or whatever it is, fly around, and you do get
kids still have a great
fireworks
time
attraction.
the season without going to the special ticketed events.
Okay, beginning August 21st, Disneyland fireworks are on the weekends, right? And then projections on weekdays. So you still get one or the other, which is great. If you're not getting fireworks, you're getting the mapping projections on the castle and whatnot. So that's always a plus. So I'm so glad that Disney still does something for the guests that either can't afford to go to Oogie Boogie or are just like us and want to do the other events. We're not missing too much of Oogie Boogie Bash. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Welcome in.
And we get Spooky Farm during the October weekends, exactly, at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yes, the Pumpkin King. We hope to run into you, Andrew, this year somewhere, whether you're working or you're backstage or something. Please come out and scare me, Andrew. We would love that. Anything else you want to add to this Ozzy? I know we started off with Ozzy and we kind of just ran with the ball.
I'm just excited. I'm excited for me. For me personally, it's the maze I will be running to the first night we go.
And I'm excited. If you say Living Dead Dad, I want to go on it again like 3 or 4 more times. Okay, Living Dead Mom, I'm right there with you.
It's a possibility.
Especially if the lines are short. If the lines are short, heck yeah. Because
like if we're going to be heading back, in that late hour to go do something, should we get on enough things that it would be additional, it would be that one.
Yeah. And I think it's safe to say we'll do HHN at least once this year.
Oh, yeah.
At the very, very least, we will be at HHN one time. So we're going to try to make the most of that one night that we go. There's always an attempt to go other times. But just for us and our logistics and where we're at on location wise, we're not super close to the Universal Park itself. So our commute time and travel time, we said this earlier. The lines
at HHN just aren't forgivable.
There's a lot of standing unless you can really afford and step up and get the front of line express pass or whatever it's called. That's probably like the best way. If you can afford that pass, then hey, go do it. Go get that front of line pass. It's an expensive one, but at least you don't have to wait in those long, lengthy lines, which can be up to 2 hours at the minimum. At the minimum, if not more. And thank goodness the park's open till 2 a.m. Because there's nowhere that you would just lose out on at least a few mazes you won't be able to see. So, but no, so good. We were just talking about that earlier about the Aussie shirts. Were those available, Brian, at was it? I'm going to call it downtown, City Walk. Let us know, Brian. Did you get those at City Walk?
Has the pass, though, he can go in.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, if any of you have the passes
at City Walk.
At City Walk,
I think so.
Okay. We might have to take a drive up to City Walk.
I know. Not a bad idea.
Go get some content. I know Slim lets us, he needs to open his door and let us spend the night there. Even the front of the line was crazy long last year. Do you want to cover that real quick? I know they haven't announced it here specifically, but HHN Orlando has announced that they got rid of one of their front of the line passes. And that's been a huge topic as of late.
Right. I'm not real well versed on the front of the line options, but B, the front of the line options for Orlando. So I do know that they have gotten rid of one of the options, and I don't know that they've replaced it with anything.
So it's just poof gone.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Which, to my understanding, a lot of people aren't happy.
Right. Right.
So you either don't get the front of the line
And
pass.
just like Joe said, even the front of the line was crazy long last year.
Right. And that's kind of why I brought this topic up, because at some point, a lot of people are just going to eventually get that front of line pass. And then it's like waiting in a standby line again.
It just completely defeats the purpose of why you spent your money.
It's so hard to do the math on that. I don't know who's making the decisions at that table and who does the math behind that and who can foresee those logistics of, okay, this is what we're expecting this year. This is the price we're going to set it at. Oh, well, let's take away this one. Like, those are some big decisions to make. And I that's way out of my pay grade. I could never dream of coming up that.
Because it was like already sales season when they pulled them. Why?
Right, yeah.
Why? What happened? Were they just selling so crazy?
Yeah.
that they had to pull them?
Right.
CP5, calling party of 5, had a cool shirt. Okay.
Oh, off of Etsy. Okay, cool.
Etsy. Awesome.
We'll have to check something like that out. Change with Orlando sounds great. I think it's okay that you get to pick 5 mazes and you get to choose which track you really need. I wish Knott's had something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's cool. We almost kind of sound spoiled, huh? Well, I want this pass. I want
entitled,
that pass.
Entitled. But if you've got the money, you know.
That's right.
But if I was spending that kind of money and still had to wait in a lengthy line, that would feel defeating.
Absolutely. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because you're like, where's my extra dollars going towards now?
Like some
could have gotten some popcorn buckets.
Yeah, merchandise.
Yeah.
I could have walked out of there with something tangible.
Right. No, I completely agree with that. So yeah, I know for our Orlando friends, I know it's probably a touchy subject of the ones that were frequently getting that pass, that add-on, that front of line pass. Now it's gone for them. So I can understand their disappointment, their frustrations with the park. So I'm sure they'll still visit the park, but it's going to be a different experience for them this year, unfortunately. So hopefully they can kind of make the best of it and enjoy the haunt season regardless. But our hearts with those that lost that pass this year. One other thought I did have, Living Dead Mom, if we can go back to Ozzy real quick. They released a soundtrack to last year's Slash Maze.
They had an album.
A vinyl. Do you think they will have an original soundtrack or an original score for the Ozzy house this year? Do you think there will be original music? Are you excited? Was that something that's on your list?
Yeah.
Would you pull the trigger and get the digital copy or vinyl album? I think they should. I think that would be incredible if they do. I know we're looking forward to some Ozzy songs, some Ozzy music.
Yeah.
But I'd be open to hearing some original. I know he's no longer with us, but if they can think of something up, maybe there's some unreleased tracks of Ozzy somewhere in some.
I know.
In some cloud.
It seems like there's hours of footage somewhere, of recording somewhere. For instance, I just got word, I heard somewhere that they have a lot of Chris Cornell recordings that they are working on recording or releasing.
Wow.
And so that has my attention. So that would be crazy.
That is crazy.
But I agree, Brian. I don't know that there will be original. Yeah. Murdy said no new vinyl this year.
No. Okay. Good to know. I'm so glad a lot of you are in that.
Yeah, Joe, unfortunately, I think you're right. I think they need to increase the price of the front of the line or eliminate it completely. I agree.
Really is a hot take.
Yeah.
It's a touchy subject to say the least, but
it's kind of like the if you're in Southern California and you have the toll roads, when the toll roads prices were $2 to $3 to save an hour on your trip. Everyone was paying $2 to $3. So they had to increase it. And now it's like $20 one way. And so not as many people necessarily are in that toll. Now that they're at $20 and there are still a ton of people in there, they may need to raise it again. It's just, it's the same thing. Eventually these lines, the people plan and save for those tickets, especially for these seasonal offerings.
Yeah.
And so they go one year and they say, well, screw that. Next year we're doing the front of the line. And they plan and they prepare. And when these tickets are released, you have this influx of people buying those specialty tickets. And then boom, now you've got a problem.
Right. I really don't know what the solution is. It's so hard to come up with the final answer to that, because you're going to disappoint somebody or another. But I'm kind of leaning on to what Joe is saying, that either increase the price or get rid of it. I really don't know any other.
And how much
options.
worse do these paid lines make the original line?
Yeah.
Would it just flow better if it was just back to one line?
If we just went to, okay, I'm first in line.
Old school.
The line's back there. Like I get it. Yeah, you want to cut the line. And then they need to do
something in general on all lines with cutting.
Yeah.
People cutting are making me nuts.
I don't know if HHN implements this. Maybe they do. It's just not on my radar at all. But I remember back in the day, Knott's used to have on their marquee billboard out the front, they had all the dates of when
That's right.
Scary Farm was available. And then it would say sold out. It's sold out. I'm assuming
they still sell out.
There is a capacity for HHN. And maybe that's just it. Maybe cutting back on
raising the price of the overall ticket and cutting back.
And it just came to me right now. Some of you folks might know that HHN, I believe in Tokyo, starts, it's a mix-in. So you can go to HHN in Japan. I think Joe Hughes, you might even know this. You can go to HHN in Japan during the daytime and just mix in to the nighttime. It's just one big offering that they open from like rope drop to rope close.
Completely ruin the experience. I completely agree.
I think that might be the workaround. I think they just need to do that here in the States.
Yeah.
Instead of having these extraordinary or these ridiculous price tags for front of line.
Right.
I think what they can do is just offer HHN at the beginning of the day. I know the sun's up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, well, this sucks. But hey, there's no rush.
Right.
There's no mad rush.
Right.
Hopefully that should eliminate the lines. People got to work during the day and whatnot. Hopefully that would work with crowd control. Japan figured it out.
Yeah. They usually do.
Why are we so behind? Why can't we here in the States have HHN all day long?
Agreed.
You said it. You said it right there. And correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but that's kind of what I've gathered looking at other vloggers that have gotten footage of HHN in Japan or in other countries. Please let me know. Two groups fight over cutting the line at early entry. It's just getting nuts.
It is. It's getting crazy.
And that's the other thing is when it gets too crowded and things like that, then you just have unruly guests. And then you mix in some liquid courage with some of that too, and it's just a recipe for disaster. I think
it's not worth it. You just have to. I can't count how many times lately, even at Disneyland, where we've been in line in groups of crud, sometimes 8 to 10 people. One person's in line up front.
Right.
And then all of a sudden the rest of their party makes their way through the line. And one of the last times I rode Autopia, it was like 8 to 10 people that cut in front. And it
Wow.
was hard to not show your grievance, but you're just
And
like,
that does add time just because
there's only 2 to a car. So
Yeah.
there's like 5 cars right there. That's a whole
another
whole row of cars.
That's
a
another
whole process.
It's another 10-minute wait
Easy.
time that just added
Yeah.
to your wait in
Yeah.
line because of that. Yeah, as long as they don't oversell the tickets. Wherever we went to HHN Japan was insane. It was way oversold. Interesting.
Well,
okay.
That's a different perspective.
See,
Okay.
I knew someone would could give us some insight in that. And I've only seen
so maybe he's been over romanticizing Tokyo here.
Probably.
I know.
I need to go back and watch some of those vlogs and see what exactly is offered during the daytime at HHN in Tokyo. But to me, I was thinking that's like a great idea.
Yeah.
Like they should just do that here in the States. But so yeah, that puts another twist on things. Yeah. Gigi says HHN does have sold out nights. So yeah, I would hope they would, obviously, because the fire marshal would probably.
No, they do sell out.
They would shut the park down and say, "Hey, this is way too many people here in this park." So, but yeah, no, I agree. APP, it's so frustrating at times that things like this happen here in the States in our parks. And at the end of the day, we all just want to go out and have a good time. We all want to have fun. We just want to get through our mazes. And I understand money doesn't come by easy these days for most of us.
Right.
And it's pretty much a savings. For some people, it's their vacation.
Yeah.
It's their, we're close friends. We know a couple that that's their Christmas present. They have no children.
Yeah.
And
that's their thing, man.
So they step it up and they get the front of line pass.
They don't even stay the whole night.
Yeah.
They go, they hit the mazes, and then boom, they're gone.
Yeah. They came, they saw, they conquered, and they left.
We saw, we went.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't even speak. HHN Japan is included with your day park ticket. It was just oversold when we went.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of where I was going with the conversation, that I think
it's not a separate ticketed event.
Yeah. It's just
they give you a whole lot more for nothing.
It'd be like going to Oogie Boogie Bash, but it's included with your day ticket at Disneyland.
That I can get into that.
And maybe that's what has to happen.
So they may have oversold it, but they gave you your bang for your buck.
I almost wish they would just try it here one year because of the front of the line that has been set in place. And now it's like they don't know what to do with it now. I think, why not? What else can go? I mean, I'm sure things can go wrong.
Yeah.
But why not give it a shot? Just include HHN in your day ticket.
Yeah.
And see what happens. What can go wrong, right?
What can go wrong?
You already have angry guests because they spent so much on their normal ticket, parking, food, souvenirs, and a front of the line pass, and they still have to wait in the line. So I know.
Yeah.
I know. But no, I think this was a fun night, a fun topic. I know we talked a lot. I know we're trying to stay specifically on Ozzy tonight, but it's hard not to because we're so excited.
We only know so much
at this point in time.
Yeah, we only know so much, but I came across these other articles and stuff, so it was neat to draw in how it happened, why it happened, the family involvement.
Yeah, the history, the backstory.
Backstory.
I saw some comments in here. They appreciated the backstory of the Osborne family and their involvement in the creativity process. That they are involved.
Right in it. They stirred that pot. They were right in it.
I love it. I'm so glad that the family had their say so. I
hope we can have footage. I hope Universal or somebody gives footage. I mean, not that they don't want that personal moment, but man, for the fans to see them go through it.
I know Orlando has put a stop to recording or streaming or all of it in their mazes at HHN Orlando.
Yeah.
With the exception, they might have a media night for Orlando. I'm hopeful they do. Someone there can get footage. I follow a lot of Orlando content creators and vloggers and daily vloggers that go every day to see. There's folks that go out there to see what speakers were installed for the overnight, what lighting was installed, what cables are being run through. It's crazy. So I'm hopeful that a lot for their sake, because they spent so much time visiting that park daily and their excitement for HHN, that I hope they are able to somewhat
for the hair
record and stream. You're welcome, Joe. I did it just for you, my friend. But if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning into this. We are so excited for haunt season that I think we're going to be doing these daily. We're going to try.
I mean, we got the weekend here. We've got a busy weekend, guys. It's Chalk Walk weekend, which for us starts tomorrow, going and getting all of the passes and medals for those who earned medals, and t-shirts, and picking up for people on our team, and then coming home and doing absolutely nothing, because we've got to leave at 2:30 in the morning with full hearts and smiles on our faces to go celebrate Silas's spooky squad and enjoy the Chalk Walk. So this weekend's full, and we'll see how we're feeling Monday morning. But next Wednesday or Thursday, I need to look at the calendar better. Probably Wednesday, because Thursday I've got to go to Long Beach to pick up our passes for Midsummer. So I think Wednesday night we are going to do an Everything We Know. Doesn't mean we know everything, but an Everything We Know FogCast on Midsummer Scream.
And there's going to be a lot to talk about for Midsummer Scream.
Yeah. So I'll start, I mean, it's research we're already doing. I've already been doing all of the panels, all of the classes, all of the speakers. We would almost need another team of 3 or 4 people, honestly, to cover it all. There is that much being given. Thank you so much, Joe Hughes. Thank you for being such a big and generous part of this walk, not just in financial donations, sir, but in your raffle prize donations too. You brought joy to people.
Thank you, Joe Hughes.
There's so much going on. We almost need like another day or two, but I'm so ecstatic.
It's like Christmas morning, Christmas. But it's Christmas morning on repeat, which is a good thing.
It's beyond Christmas. We are really thrilled for this opportunity. We're excited to bring it all to you. So we're going to do a podcast before the weekend and talk about that some more. Talk about what we're going to do our best to be at, attend, support.
Thank you, Death Cab.
What vendors we're excited to see. There's haunted houses in the Hall of Shadows, the haunted car wash. There's Decayed Brigade. There's so much, you guys, to unfold on this.
And not only that, and because of financial reasons, it does cost extra. It's not included with the ticket, but celebrities that are there.
The after party. We're going to be at the after party.
We will be at the after party. Hopefully we'll be partying with Bob Gurr. I've seen Bob Gurr at this party. I know Brian Sevilla has been at this after party before. We've never been. We're going to have to dress up.
I know.
We haven't even picked our Halloween costumes. We need to get in costume, folks. Maybe hopefully
we can be influencers.
We can be influencers from the movie Influencer, right?
See, thank you. Little blood running down my forehead here.
That's it. Gosh, I even forgot about that. The after party. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
I was kind of thinking maybe I'm going to buy one of those blow up dino suits.
I might as well be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Completely ridiculous.
Because Living Dead grandson wants Papa to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for Halloween. So I might just have to pull the trigger and get myself an inflatable Marshmallow Man costume.
Yes.
But
we're going to go all 3 days.
But going back on the celebrities, there's so many I would personally love to see and meet.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd love to meet Matthew Lillard and quite frankly, anyone from the cast of Scream for that matter. I would love to do a meet and greet with each and every single one of them. I believe they're doing a panel, correct?
This says the after party gets crazy.
Uh-oh. Is there some liquid courage involved at this after
I'm
party?
drinking for sure. I'll be in a corner sleeping.
That's right. I know. And then hopefully
I'll go blow up the blow up to go lay on somewhere in the corner.
Exactly. But yeah, all the celebrity stuff, we can at least walk by and get something from a distance.
Unless they hide them. Sometimes they do hide them.
Yeah, sometimes they're hidden behind curtains, which I know they've done at Creep IE Con. They've done that with Robert Englund. They've done that with Elvira. They've done it with a few other big horror movie stars there. So yeah, we're excited. Again, we're gonna try our best to get as much.
Live stream that then, right?
I know we are gonna live stream that. At least we're gonna try to live stream it.
What part of the building is that in, Brian? Is it somewhere where
it's one of the conference rooms, I think,
up front where there is Wi-Fi or service, or no? Is it a blackout area like the Hall of Shadows?
I know. Do you, Brian? Do you also have?
He said he had to edit some things out of his after party video.
My goodness. Because of the music, right?
So it's a good thing
because
we're
of the
not
copyright.
taking the kids to that.
Yeah, I think the kids will be staying with grandma and grandpa, I think, for that night. So us old folks can let our hair down for a little bit and go party.
Not when cameras are rolling.
Not when the cameras are. We have to go, oops.
They'll be talking about us for sure.
We'll be going, oops, the Wi-Fi signal's out. That darn lag monster. We're going to have to end the stream. But no, I can't wait. I keep saying I'm excited. I really am legitimately.
We're not going to sleep this weekend.
Yeah.
We're not going to sleep next weekend.
There's so much happening that just is leading up to September.
Is it, right?
Yes.
We're grateful. And you guys are the reason we get to do that. You guys and your support. And I do believe actually this podcast is one of the bigger reasons we've been invited this year. So thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for giving us these opportunities, because we wouldn't be recognized for these opportunities if it wasn't for you. And so we take you with us. And it is as important for us to have you with us as it is for us to be there. And just like everything we share with you, we are even more excited to share this with you. So thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Anything else we need to cover?
All right, Joe.
Because we can probably sit here and just talk all night into the early hours of the
we're
morning.
We're going to go on 3 hours here, so we have to
Has
get
it
up
really?
early. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
It felt late, but I wasn't really sure. I didn't think you're getting close to 3 hours.
10 o'clock.
And we still have a decent audience here with us that just
rock.
wants to hear us talk about
They're
whatever.
Just being really nice, honey.
I think so. It's the hair, right? Yes. What happens?
Not my hair, that's for sure.
What happens at Midsummer Scream stays? It's the new Vegas, right?
It's the new Vegas.
It's the Halloween.
We haven't been to a party of any
Vegas.
kind, and I don't know if ever. So I'm a little curious.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a wallflower. Believe it, it's true. I am a wallflower. So I'll be back there with my little camera.
Mm-hmm. I keep your eye on you.
Keep your eye. Keep my eye on you.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, huh?
I might need to put you in that outfit just so the girls leave you alone.
Just to hide the hair, right?
To hide the hair.
You're gonna put a wig cap on me and everything, or a shower cap.
Accentuate the pompadour. Maybe we can roll with that and get some kind of rockabilly outfit going.
Should be like
the rolled up jeans, the Converse.
Should be Elvis for Halloween.
Right. You might be able to spin that a little bit for not too much money.
We probably could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably have to dye my hair different colors, huh?
Maybe purple.
You want me to dye my hair purple?
Black and purple.
I don't know if that would look good. Black and purple?
Yes. Not like a deep purple.
What did you have in your coffee this morning?
I don't even drink coffee.
I know. Black and purple, huh?
Like, like you would do like the deep
Like
blue
streaks?
and black, like deep purple,
Like a line
and
of black and
I think it would
purple?
look good. Yeah.
I don't know. Do I trust you throwing that in my hair?
I didn't say I was doing anything.
Okay, then it's probably not going to happen.
He said the Jenga matches at the party are epic. Now I'm confused.
Jenga matches.
You just lost me on Jenga.
I mean, that could be a whole nother podcast, huh? We could probably podcast at the after party.
There.
We could bring the FogCast to the after party. We might have to be an adult rated. They said no children allowed on. This is 18 and over podcast.
Girl Jenny says black and purple are my favorite colors. See, I know where I'm going with this.
Black and purple. So are you talking purple like Jen's crochet purple?
Like maybe even a little deeper.
So not as dark or not as
like
bright.
Purple rain purple.
Purple rain?
Like deep royal purple.
Okay. And
like
then
royal purple.
And then where does the black come in?
I don't know. Just kind of a mix.
So mix of black and purple. So not like
black with deep royal purple highlights.
Okay. See, I was originally thinking you were
talking about hair again.
I know. I'm sorry. You never know what we're going to talk about on when we're live at all. It started with Ozzy,
Joe.
and now we're talking about other things. Good night, Joe. Thank you so much.
I'm teasing Brian. I literally can't
Burgundy.
Wait to see
okay,
it.
Yeah, burgundy. No, when you were saying black and purple, I'm thinking like zebra stripes in my hair.
No, just like
a stripe of black, purple, black, purple.
And then when the light would hit it the right way. I mean, this is what I'm envisioning. I am by no means a hairstylist. I would not know how to make this come together for you.
I don't know either.
But when the light hits just right, you would see like a nice deep royal purple. Do you know what I mean by royal purple? Like it would be subtle.
Okay.
Unless you were like in like some major sunlight.
Which we never are.
In a normal room or party setting, it would be subtle, but it would be there.
But like if you shine a black light on my head, then you'll see like.
I mean, dare I say it might even be pretty.
You do know you have to wake up next to me in the mornings.
I love waking up next to you in the morning.
Back at you. And you do have to look at my purple hair if it ever comes to fruition. You'll be okay with me
I
with
think
purple
it
hair.
Would stick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would stick.
I don't know. Should we live stream this, guys?
I just don't know about the beard part. I don't know what we could do about that.
Yeah, the beard might just have to go.
I know.
Because you don't want this white Santa Claus beard and then
it might ruin the vibe.
The jet purple dark hair.
Right.
You might have to have a clean. Would you be okay with the a baby face?
That's totally
because Living Dead daughter's like, I don't like you with the clean shaven face. You look like a kid.
I wish women could do that. Could grow
facial hair.
And
look 30
take
years
it
younger
off and suddenly look 30 years younger.
Like you just jumped into the what's it called?
Coffee color
the
hair.
hot tub time of youth. The hot tub time machine. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide what color my hair should be. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I got to figure out a Halloween costume first.
I know.
I guess there's no point in doing it if I'm going to be a marshmallow man.
That's true.
For the
then
party,
your hair's just going to be a mess.
I might be sweating so much that the purple
sweat might be a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I take that, but I don't know if I'll be the marshmallow man for this after party.
I guess we better figure something out.
All right. Maybe I'll be that Vampira's brother. Doesn't she have a little brother or a sibling?
Something like that. Yeah.
Maybe there's a Vampiro.
More purple.
I can be
Vampiro.
There is a Vampiro. There's a wrestler called Vampiro. Okay. But he paints his face like a skeleton though.
Right.
He's a huge Misfits fan.
Mm-hmm. Do a poll, right?
And we'll do a poll on what color. Well, you'd even said blue, maybe like blue and black.
Yeah.
But now you want to throw in a little bit of purple in there. Okay.
Yeah, I think that it would be more festive
for the season. You know what? You know what the cool thing about that is, though? It's like if you don't like it, it just washes out.
You just go back to black.
Yeah, or just let the grays come back in.
Yeah.
I forget who I was talking to a while ago, and we were talking about. It was today when we're getting our daughter's clothes. And I was talking about, you know what? I just let my gray hairs come in. once the kids were born,
Yeah, he just gave up completely.
I just said, you know what?
He got all comfortable.
Yeah, I got come. But then everyone was like, well, maybe everyone's just being nice, saying,
teasing.
well, you look good with salt and pepper hair.
And so there's another benefit to being a man. You get gray, and now you're sophisticated.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're all sexy now with your gray hair.
It's the nice way of saying and putting it that, oh, well, you pull that off really nice. I don't know how to take that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing.
But I'm not saying you saying that, but just anyone else that says that, I'm like, maybe they're just being nice to me.
No.
But no, I used to. Yeah, I can go as Gangrel. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all know, if you know, you know. And Gangrel has, it's almost like platinum blonde hair.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to show you. That's
not always easy to achieve.
Yeah, he was a vampire themed. He even had dental implants of fangs, but his gimmick was
becoming a popular thing.
A vampire, and he did have long, like platinum blonde hair. Really, that was his hair color. But yeah, I could go as Gangrel, but I don't think platinum blonde would look good on me. It would wash me out, I think. I would have to go with
you don't have the skin tone.
I don't. I'd have to go all black, or like you said, like some type of purple, or I don't know, a darker blue or darker purple, but that's neither here nor there. We'll figure that out. Okay. We'll figure out hair color another time.
We got things to do.
We got lots to do. Yes, the Brood. See, if you know what we're talking about. I miss that. I miss those days. Those were some fun times.
All right, Living Dead Dad.
I think we need to wrap this up, or we will just be rambling here.
Mm-hmm. We're already rambling.
We are rambling. We're talking about hair color. It has nothing to do with Ozzy. No. Platinum silver. Thank you, Rose. I will work on the silver. I'll have the kids just stress me out more, and I'll have some platinum silver going through my hair. So, Taz, thank you so much. It's so good to see you here. Just about the tail end of our evening. The tail end.
It's time.
It's time. We need to wrap this up.
We have to get up early.
Thank you all so much. Leave us some feedback, please. We want to hear from you. And we never really say this because we're used to live streaming. But if you guys are listening to us on where can they find us, Living Dead Mom?
We've got obviously YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts.
And please leave us a review on those platforms. That lets us know how we're doing.
I need to start asking for reviews. I'm not quite sure how to do that.
We're doing it right now. Asking.
Yeah, I don't know where they go to write the reviews.
I'm sure they know where to go.
Do you guys know where to go to write reviews?
If you all are seasoned podcast listeners, because we're still relatively new to this.
We're
13 episodes in. So please, if you guys.
We could really use, if you guys have the time, to sit down and write us glowing. I want to see them from miles away. Glowing reviews. We could really use your support.
And plus, I only say that because we do have some new gear here.
Mm-hmm. We're getting serious here.
We're stepping it up a little bit.
And then not only that, we are indeed taking this podcast on the daily.
Yes.
A daily morning podcast. Well, it's still a podcast, but like a morning talk show.
Yeah, morning talk with the Dead Fam.
With our nighttime, when we do the specials like tonight, next week, we're going to do about Midsummer. We'll still have guests on, etc., etc. Take this on the mornings. Good night, Witchy Poonana. We're losing people.
We'll really see, because we're already saying goodbye to people.
We're saying goodbye.
But we're really we'll see how we feel once haunt season kicks in.
Well, yeah.
When we're up till
going to be a little
3 in the morning.
We're not going to.
It might be a late afternoon.
A faceless podcast for those.
I know. We'll probably not turn the camera on. Just sit and chat.
Yeah.
Anyways, so leave us reviews, please. Let us know how you like us. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you love theme parks and spooky season, year-round spooky topics, whatever that encompasses
It's
the genre
all the topics from spooky
of
people.
Halloween. Yes. We want to be your favorite spooky family in the internet.
Yeah.
If that sounds up your alley, please consider liking, sharing, commenting.
Dead and Breakfast. I love that.
There you go. A Dead and Breakfast.
Probably taken already.
There probably is a Dead and.
It probably is taken.
Well, that can be in the
as a matter
title
fact,
of the description.
That was literally a sign at TJ Maxx, or no, at home. At the at home store, they have a sign that says Dead and Breakfast.
All right. Well, it's only 10 minutes away. We can probably go grab it right
10
now.
minutes away.
So thank you all. Thank you for the reviews. Drop in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this on the replay.
Brian, I might use that French. That was freaking genius.
Let us know, what are you most excited for the haunt season or the events leading up to haunt season? That being Hallow Screams, Hallow Scream. I can't even speak right now. So many events, the Knots events, the Midsummer Scream. Y'all know the events. It's getting late. That one. One. Two. That's when it's really getting late. When I'm
dumb at this point.
When I'm talking like the count, it's time to go. Thank you, chat, for being here. For those of you chatting with us in the live stream, you guys are an important part of these podcasts because you guys are give us some feedback, and you guys we're able to answer your questions. So thank you. You guys also are a huge part of this show. Our moderators, thank you so much for all of your hard work this evening.
Mods.
We appreciate the mods. Our channel members, thank you so much. I'm rambling, Living Dead Mom. Anything else before we officially sign off on episode 13?
Unpleasant dreams, booze and ghouls. Good night.
All right. Good night, everyone. Maybe we'll see you in the morning, right?
We'll see you all
a little later
in
the fog. Good night.